for funny.
He's jerking off.
Look at his face.
Damn thing.
What is he?
He's got it on him.
What? You carried?
Yeah, but I am pregnant.
I mean, that is Zumach 101.
Yeah.
I have the salmon in the fridge. You want me to get it?
The salmon's in the fridge. I got a hospital wristband the day after it happened. He's got everything. The picture of the oil can.
Negative.
Oh.
And put it back in your pocket. What the fuck?
Just in case he's asked again, yes.
By the way, he's so out of shape that to get that out and in his pocket, he had to lay down on his chair and then put it in and then lay down to take it out. That was unbelievable.
Now I'm sweating again.
Now.
Yeah.
He's distracted by chat.
Jack me Hoffa, you sang a song about it having it while at the airport. Yeah, I had it. I didn't have it.
Whoa, what? Wait, how did that work? I had it. I didn't have it. Wow, that's cool. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, that's what?
And my best buddy has it.
All right, so we have had, have, has. So he doesn't have it, had it.
Yeah.
Or he didn't had it. I don't know what's going on. I love it though.
And my niece has it. And my brother has it.
Because you gave it to all. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Hence the COVID Christmas song, you freaking idiot. All right, enough of Jack me off.
Oh, he's gone.
Bye, you don't listen.
Welcome to Blocktober, bitch.
So to be clear, everyone I was in contact with while I was sick has it. Has it.
Yeah, as in now. I had it, as in before I left and saw all those people.
Yeah, his brother called him up and said, I think I have COVID. I went to sit on a chair and I just slid right off it.
Yeah.
There's something going on here.
Everyone I know has had it with me.
Now you're gone. You don't listen, then you know, there's nothing I can do. I took I can still sing about, have yourself a COVID little Christmas. What, I'm not allowed to sing about something I had? What, I can't say I had a stroke either? I can't do a song about having a stroke?
You can't do a song about having talent, man.
They should relax a little. His shoulders are now equal with his earlobes. I can't. I've never seen a person like this. Where it's a straight line from his earlobes to his shoulder.
How do you buckle something like that on a plane? Like, how do you buckle him to a seat? Like, there's no.
It's unbelievable.
It's astounding.
An architecture marvel, as they call it.
It's like God had all these extra parts, and they said, we just need you to make one more person. He's like, I don't know. Let me see what's in here.
I'll throw this together.
Yeah.
He's made of leftover hot dog meat.
There he goes. He doesn't take a sip. He chugs shit down.
Yeah. But wait, bring that back, because look, there's big fat folds on either side of his Adam's apple.
Well, the Adam's apple makes the wave come in.
Yeah, and everything else is sort of like bloated around it.
Watch,
it's like a clitoris he's got.
The
there.
Tsunami starts in the middle at the Adam's apple, and the waves just start coming. Watch.
It's like a shockwave on his neck.
Yeah.
The epicenter.
Okay, watch it.
There he goes.
Whoa.
It's
It's like gills. He has gills on the side of his neck.
It's like part gills, part belly dancer. You ever check belly dance? And she makes that wave thing.
Wow.
That's pretty hot, John, I gotta admit. Look at you completely different.
for the Uncle Rico Show. It's time for the Uncle Rico Show. So chug a course, here we go. It's time.
Woo! Sunday night. That's right. It is.
Let's get it down, motherfuckers. Let's talk about this coward chicken shit bottle of fucking puke and shit and cocky and everything he is.
I'm right here, man.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you, Mike.
Say, don't talk about our guests until I introduce them at least. Welcome everybody to the world famous Uncle Rico Show with your world famous Uncle Rico host and Mike Morse. And ladies and gentlemen, we are all 500 of you right now are all here for the same thing, the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And my friends, one of our guests tonight is a man who I've been dealing with a lot this week. We've been going back and forth in these crazy negotiations. You know him, of course, from Who Are These Podcasts? Who Are These Socials? The Creep Off.
Who is Mike Morse? All those shows.
Please welcome our friend and yours, Karl, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Karl.
Hey,
I would start a show called Who is Mike Morris, but I'm good at marketing, so I will not be doing that.
You're missing out to get in the ground floor there, Karl.
What's happening, guys? Thanks for having me tonight.
Thank you.
Paneling.
Yeah, your wood paneling.
I never heard someone get upset over paneling.
Not even upset. He had it as ammo. Thank you for gifted 10 members. Who gifted 10? You don't have a name on there.
Tiff,
thank you so much. I was gonna say, turn on, if you're new here, go to your settings, turn on accept gifted gifted subscriptions, and then you'll someone like Tiff and many others will be gifting throughout.
Why do you got to bring this up? Why? Because it pisses off Kevin. Because all of a sudden, if Kevin sees 100 gifted tonight, he's going to get mad, and I got to deal with it on Monday. So don't do it, people. Don't you do that to me.
Thank you, Ivan. Appreciate it. Karl, this has been a pretty wild week and a half, but it's safe to say we both kind of saw this ending at the beginning, right? I mean,
dude, I'm so annoyed with Stuttering John because I was looking forward to having this show tomorrow night. We were going to do it at 8 p.m. He was going to come on with you and me and Vince, and we're going to have some special guests on there as well. And I was really looking forward to it being a celebration of John Mulaney's coming back to the internet. I didn't want it to be confrontational. I wanted it to be fun. I was looking forward to having a conversation with him. And this fucking asshole weaseled out of it as soon as he could. He found the first opportunity to be like, oh, they changed the agreement. I'm out. Since when do you pay someone for work they haven't done yet? In what world do you pay someone all the money up front?
Wait a minute. I know an idiot like that. Hold on.
In the pool
Hold
world,
that thought, Karl.
Yeah. Now, you know what's crazy is so Vince starts communicating with John again, and Vince says, "I think we can make this happen." And so now, first thing we want to talk about.
Well, back up because I don't know the whole background of the story. So did Vince approach him about it specifically?
I believe Vince pitched him the idea of doing a show with Vince where he can confront Karl and myself and various other people, because don't forget, John has been saying for quite some time that he's got dirt on every single one of us and is going to bury us, and it's going to get ugly and it's not pretty and nobody's going to like it. And so Vince says, here's your chance to do this. And he agrees to it. So then Vince comes. Thank you, little Debbie. And thank you, the last person I forgot.
Stop it. You're going to get me in trouble.
Basically, he reaches out to Karl and I, and he says, Karl, I want you to host this on your channel and run, because we know when we run shit, doesn't exactly go well. So we let Karl take the lead. We all agreed we'll be involved. And the price. Now, here's the interesting thing, because I want to talk price, because I have a couple questions for you, Karl, which is, first off, before I say the price, do you think I personally think he's taking less to do Brennan? If he does Brennan, he's going to be taking less just to avoid us. Now, what do you know about this, and what are your thoughts?
Well, I know for a fact, because this is what John tweeted, and he's too dumb to be smart about it, that he tweeted out that he's taking like $500 up front. We offered him $1,500 up front.
Exactly.
And he's like, I'll take $500 up front from Kevin Brennan. Why? Why is that a good move? It doesn't make any sense at all.
Because he can sit there and spout off message board shit, because he has no fucking dirt on anyone here, because like anything in his life, he doesn't do research or any work whatsoever to find dirt on people or to he just constantly lies. He thinks his lies will always back him up.
Well, I know for a fact, Shuli, and I've never talked about this before, but he had his moderators, his people, trying to get dirt on me. And they reached out to a guy who I know is a comic in Rochester who pretended to be on their side and said, oh, yeah, I got some dirt on Karl. And they had a back and forth going on for a while. And we were trying to feed him like weird information and trying to get him to say like weird stuff back when John was still doing his show. So he tries to get dirt on us. The problem is that I'm not Aaron Imholt. I don't cheat on my wife. I'm kind of a boring guy, so it's hard to get dirt on me. It's hard to get dirt on me because I just do my show. John says he's an open book. Yeah, bullshit. There's so much you can find out about him. So he assumes that everyone else is also lying about their personal life all day. I'm not lying about my personal life. So when he tries to get dirt on someone like me, they're like, oh, well, I guess there's not a lot going on there. Never mind. Wood paneling. Oh, watch out. Wood paneling.
That's it. He got you on that.
Say, wood paneling aside, that shot taken is from a guy who makes his wife come every time. Hey, skull.
Dude, no, almost never. I'll say it right now.
Yeah. So that's transparency right there.
I'm not even worried about it. I don't even ask.
Let's edit that in post, Joe. All right. So the fee that was agreed upon was $3,000. Okay, $1,000 per hour. Right. So he was going to do 3 hours, and the grounds were that myself, you, and then we had talked about kind of making it a town hall thing where we would send a link to somebody like Bob or Cumia, and they would step up into the show and voice their thoughts and opinions or whatever, and John would have a chance. And for me, you said something at the beginning. At first, I didn't even want to do this because I'm not looking to argue with the guy. I'm not looking to fight with the guy. And then I sat there and I thought, okay, if I do this, I'm going to legitimately offer him to come work with us on BS or something, or do a whole new show, but come work with us on a show and let's do a show together. Let's work together. Believe it or not, that was my intention. Because I know at the end of the day, all he's got is his message board shit, and that's it. And he's going to run out of steam in 30 seconds. So why would I come in there looking to argue with him and just let him do his thing?
It was never my goal to have a conversation with Stuttering John from the get-go. I never, ever wanted to have a conversation with Stuttering John. And then this came up and I went, I want him back on the internet. So if we can get him talking, and you and I had this conversation the other day where I said, I don't want to be the one, this isn't a gotcha interview, this isn't anything like that. I want to get John talking again.
Yeah.
It's been too long. We miss him. If we can get him talking, that's always fun.
What is he up to? The truth, just the truth.
Precisely, Bob. That's all I wanted to do. So this was actually going to be, I thought, like kind of a light, fun interview that we were going to do with John, a conversation. I wanted to keep it light because I know he gets angry with us.
And it would have ended the hate.
And honestly, my goal was, I thought, and I'll tell you this, Shuli, I think John's best strategy at this point is to do a show that makes fun of you.
Of course.
I know he's anonymous. He reads the message boards. He's all over this stuff. And first off, I know he can't do it because he's not a funny guy. He doesn't know how to pull clips. He doesn't know how to pull anything together or prep. So I know he can't do it. But I thought he would get a bunch of people like on his side, like, oh, I'm going to do the Shuli show or whatever. He's going to go after you. And I was going to like back him on that and try to like get him excited about it. So this whole thing was very different than I think John thought it was going to go. Like we're going to be there like, oh, yeah, and then your kids do this. Like, I don't care about his kids. I don't give a shit.
I think it would be a fantastic show. And just him broadcasting again, I think, is a home run for everybody.
Yeah, because we're going to do the Shuli show here.
Yeah. We're doing the Mike show. We're doing the Shuli show.
I think your big problem is only offering $1,000 an hour because, according to John, that's about what he makes substitute teaching.
Right. Good point.
Yeah, but we'll actually listen.
Right. And that's the other funny thing is like he sits here in the same thing and says, I just dropped 6 figures on a house. I'm making 100 grand a year teaching. Everything is great. Everything is fine. So then we go, okay, we'll give you 1,500 up front. And then 48 hours later, you get the other 1,500. No, I'm out. Don't kid yourself. This guy was looking for every reason to back out. And had we paid him up front, I have no doubt in my mind he would have never showed up and he would have claimed that as a victory.
Shuey, my theory now is this, because so he claims we changed the agreement. Meanwhile, this is how business works across every single sector.
Yeah.
So the fact that we're like $1,500 up front, $1,500 when you're done with the show, which, like you said, is 48 hours from now. We're not talking about like next month on the 15th or something. It's like, no, you get the money right away. So the fact that he backed out from that tells me that he wanted to show up for 5 minutes and rage quit and then declare victory. Because he agreed to 3 hours. And the fact that he wanted all the money up front tells me he never even considered being on for 3 hours. There's no way.
Right. What's your thoughts on Vince in all of this, Karl?
I don't trust Vince at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Where did the 12,500 come from?
See, this is part of my problem with Vince, because he likes to like throw out like fake numbers and lie about stuff. And I'm not about that at all, because it always gets figured out and the trolls are going to figure it out. Like there's no reason to do that.
Right.
So when he was making up numbers, and I even told him, Shuli, you were on the call with us. I'm like, no, we're not making up numbers. Let's just be honest about what we're doing. And I haven't told anyone, you're the first person to say it was $3,000. I haven't told anyone that, but I'm happy to say what the truth is. John agreed $2,500, and if they're for 2 hours, then an additional hour, another $500. We said, yeah, let's do 3 hours at 3,000. We were all going to chip in. I think it was worth it for all of us to do that.
Yeah, and I think Vince is caught in between wanting to create good content and wanting to have the admiration of the message boards and of the other trolls, and it's funny because when you want to be in that clique so bad, they can smell it and they never let you in. You know, it's like like they can tell you're a cop. You know, they're like, you're not coming in here, dude. So
yeah, it's like that Steve Buscemi meme. Hey, fellow kid. Yeah.
Hello, fellow kid.
But I like Vince. I don't trust him at all because he's always up to something.
Right.
So he's one of those guys. You're just like, I like him. I'll hang with him. He's an okay guy. He's trying to do the right thing. But at the same time, I'm always suspicious that there's something else going on. I don't know if he's playing both sides. I don't know what he's up to. And people have told me, like, there's no way. Like, I honestly, people thought that conversation he had with them that was Stuttering John that he put out online was AI Stuttering John. And it's funny because Shuli, you and I, when we were on the call with him, he goes, John sounds very differently when you're talking to him on the phone than he does on his show. And I went, oh, that's suspicious. Why is he planting that seed with us right now? That's kind of weird.
Are you saying that Vince just needs $3,000? Is that what you're saying in all this?
He needs to win a case.
He's watching. He's watching right now. He just sent me a screenshot of
course he is.
Of a text conversation he's having with John.
Hi, Vince's lawyer.
Joe, I sent you that screenshot. It doesn't have anybody's number in it, so you can put up. But he's texting John right now, who, by the way, I know is watching.
Yeah, I mean, if John came on, it's a good chance everything would have been cool.
Oh, no. Shut it off. We'll do it on BS. I don't want the by the way bit get in the way of everything today. Go ahead.
Yeah, but he would have been, I think it would have ended well by the end of the time. You know, it's just the way it is. Once everybody says their side and you say, oh, yeah, then it's nothing, you know?
Well, he can. Why don't you give out an invitation? He can, if he wants the link, he can tell Vince to send it to him.
What the hell? Who did this?
What?
On Spittle. I'm sorry. I got so distracted by that. What else did you ask me to do?
I said,
don't play that fucking music anymore. Fucking douchebag.
And I texted you that screenshot that Vince sent me to put up. He's texting John 50. John Spittle, man, you're fucking amazing.
Now Kevin's really gonna get pissed.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna sting. That was Kevin's watching. Hi, Kev.
So John is invited tonight if he wants to come on.
If he wants, go hit up your lawyer. He's watching.
Yeah.
You know, tell him to come on. Oh no, he sent another one. Oh no, same one. Yeah, he whenever you have that, put that up. But yeah, Vince, I've known him for a long time. He is a good dude, but he is definitely caught in that super fan world where he kind of seesaws back and forth and will do pretty much anything. Look, so this is him texting Stutter John. He goes, John, these guys are talking about the blown deal right now. He goes, who cares? We know the truth. And he writes, they have the most live viewers in their show history. What the fuck?
We don't. We've had higher.
Yeah, we're at 900. We're coming up on 1,000. We got Cumia coming in here. He texted me. He's on his way in. But thank you, John Spittle, again. And so now let me ask you hypothetically, do you think this interview with Brennan, what do you know about this interview with Brennan? Is it legit? Is it a John troll? What do you know?
All right, so I've reached out to Brennan and I've told him, if you do get John on Tuesday, please let me in, because as I said, I was going to be cordial to John. I was looking forward to having this conversation. That's done now. Now I want to lay into this asshole. And I know how Kevin Brennan thinks. He's like, if someone wants to come on and tell one of the guests on my show that he's a fuckhead, then I will have him on. So, Kevin, if you do get Stuttering John on, and I hope you do, I don't think it will happen, but I hope you do, please let me on that show. I have a lot to say to this asshole. And like I said, I never wanted to talk to John in my life. I don't care about talking to Stuttering John.
Hey,
now,
well, you know what, Karl?
That's all I want to do.
I'll send you the link because I'll be there. I work Tuesday afternoon.
Oh, that's Bob, right. Yes. You're there. Oh, that's great. So
I work with Kevin 5 days a week. I don't see anything wrong with me being there.
Think of it this way. John went from less money to a worse lineup to a murderer's row now of fucking. Now people are pissed. They have a reason to fucking go after him. We were going to be nice. We were going to be friendly to you. Yep. Now all bets are off, dude. Oh boy. Oh, that's going to be interesting. I'd rather be friends with KB than friends with Vince Frank. $10.
Hey man, I'll tell you, Kevin's a straight up guy. You know what I mean? You don't get anything different than the truth from him, and I appreciate that.
Big Daddy Dodo, it just goes to show you that John can't handle any type of confrontation from you guys. He's a coward. And
it really wouldn't be anything bad. Like I'm not looking at it. I'm just gonna say I just came on here at the beginning, like I came on, and I was watching. I was going, oh man, we can just fucking make up jokes as we're going. I never said anything bad until he took it to that point, and then once he took it to that point, there you go. Everything that you cry about is up.
I already had jokes ready about shit he was gonna call me out on. Like I was fine with it. I want him to have fun on the air. And then be like, we can do this on a regular basis, because I've said this and I believe it because I've seen it in a cast. John is radio gold.
Yeah,
he's not.
So we should break his leg. No.
I just think on his own, he doesn't shine at all. He shines for the wrong reasons. Christ on a cross. Being a grown man on some level, I'm ashamed of how compelling I find this saga.
Believe me, I'm ashamed I'm involved in it. Put it that way.
He's the most grown man. He's the most grown man here. So,
yes.
Bob, are you going? Yeah.
You mentioned that you had like comebacks or whatever for what John was going to say, because he had long conversations with Vince, and we've heard a lot of it. So John was calling me gay because I'm married. Because I'm married and I don't have kids. Right. I'm sorry, but being able to pull out and jizz on the tits is the opposite of gay. I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
It doesn't get more manly than that. I mean,
and Mike does that to himself. He comes on his own tits.
You know what's gay? Never grilling a steak in your mid-40s.
Yes.
That's gay.
Mike's able to come on the small of his back, which is very impressive.
Big Daddy Dodo, Bob, are you going to be on MLC with KB and John? Yeah, but
I was not told to not come on. That never came, and I'm on every day. I'm the first one ready to go.
I saw something on Twitter. I don't know if it's true or not, but
okay, read this.
Hold on. You guys were garbage human beings to him from the beginning. You guys continually messed with him until he responded. Now you're claiming he's the bad guy. Bob used to open for John, and that's a fact.
I used to open for John. Let me tell you something, Daddy. I don't fucking open for nobody. And if somebody's stupid enough to put me before them, guess what? Everybody on the way out is saying, I'm the man. So fucking eat a cock, all right? You have no idea what you're talking about, motherfucker. I was the one closing his fucking shows, okay? So let's get in line and suck that dick.
Yeah, buddy. I'll be expecting my signed Rico yarmulke in the mail shortly. Also, Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Mr.
coming
Spittle,
with the
thank you.
it's coming with the Pottstown flyers. Be
Hello,
ready.
poster. Mike, pipe down and let Karl talk. Mr. Poon,
Yeah,
thank
Mike,
you.
come on.
Well, listen, if you would rather hear me talk than you guys talking about actually talking to Vince, and that's fine. I'll tell you about my weekend. I had fun. I went to the park.
So listen, let's get back at
No, I got to talk now.
No, you don't.
No, Mike, no,
listen,
you can't. You can't. No talking. No, please. We're cool with it. Don't worry.
That wasn't Shuley doing a bit. He's actually gone.
Really? Thank God. You know what I mean? We've been trying to get rid of him.
You're the first square now.
When we do the Shuley show,
you're talking.
You know what I mean?
You're talking through me out somehow. My computer wanted nothing to do.
Mission accomplished.
Tucker Doghouse became a YouTube. Thank you for subscribing.
Shut it off. Shut it off. Okay, I heard of the Weatherman, $9.99. Scalzo, is this four-eyed red shirts versus gray-haired black shirts?
Don't you worry about it.
2v2.
Pack for life, YouTube member. Thank you, Pack. Where are the numbers?
We're not showing Kevin the numbers.
I sent Kevin the numbers. Did he say anything to you about it?
He didn't say anything about it because I knew what the numbers were and I knew what it was. It was actually the number was 1,000, but it was Earl Skakel's dick was the 1, and there was 3 zeros next to it. So he never brought up that he got the numbers.
So I texted Kevin a picture of Earl Skakel's cock that spelled out 1,000 for our numbers, and he never, like a jerk, he never wrote me back.
And nobody says Shuley's gay, but he's running around with Earl's cock everywhere.
Oh, I have to hide my phone when my kids are around.
Thank you, Frank.
Thanks, Frank. So I guess now we by the way, we're over 1,000. No song, don't play, but we're over 1,000 people watching. So everybody for tuning in. So now we wait and see if it's happening Tuesday. Do you think he backs out before Tuesday? I think so, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. John's a pussy. This is the thing. This is what I'm so annoyed with Stuttering John, is what a pussy he is. The fact that he won't talk to us because he was looking for an out. Obviously, he says, because he could have countered. When somebody says, all right, I talked to Shuley. This is what Vince said to John. I talked to Shuley and Karl. They want to give 50% up front and the 50% when you're done with the show. And John immediately goes, oh, they changed the agreement. I'm out. Right. What you would do if you want to do the show is you'd say, I don't agree with those terms. What about this? Yeah.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of different things he could have done. Someone mentioned, and I think I brought this up, we could have given all the money to a third party that John trusts.
Yeah.
And said, as soon as you're done, you get all the money if he doesn't trust us to give it to him, whatever. So he was looking for an out. He's a pussy. He never wanted to do it in the first place because he's got nothing. This is the thing. Back months ago, my buddy Vinny Paulino was trying to work out something where him and John got together and goofed on me. And I go, Vinny, this is the problem that you don't understand about John. He's not a funny guy. And he knows that. He can't riff. He doesn't have good jokes. So if he wants to pretend that he can come on and goof on us, he can't. He's got nothing.
Yeah. He really doesn't. And just the simple fact that if you look at it from his point of view, he had everything to gain. He's never had more supporters and more people rooting for him than now. Mm-hmm. And again, I said he's more Baba Booey than Baba Booey will ever be. He really
Shuley, and you know, I'm talking to you right now, and I'm not even getting paid anything, let alone $3,000.
Yeah,
you're offering him $3,000 to talk to us.
And I told Kevin that he was going to fuck him, right? I said, Kevin, he's probably going to fuck you, and he goes, "Yeah, I know that, but the only thing I told John was, if you take the money, don't go on another show when you're supposed to be on mine." That's what he said.
So now what do you think the reason will be that he cancels for Tuesday?
Something like he doesn't have he can't go to his friend's house to tape.
What if he says because you're going to be on, he's not going to be there?
Well, then that's another coward thing.
Yeah. He'll have some coward thing like, oh, I heard Karl's going to come on, or Bomb Levy's going to be there, or some bullshit. Yeah.
Chi-Town Bobby gifting 5. Thank you, Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
I was so looking forward to let's see who has a comment now, and just clicking put in the stream Anthony Cumia and letting him come in and talk to John, because that was a face-to-face that I was probably looking forward to the most. I got to be honest with you. I mean, and he's got nothing to lose. You know, he's playing with house money. It was going to be scorched earth, those two together. I think.
Oh, we were going to bring in Ant. We were going to bring in Bob. We were talking about Tukey.
Yes.
Cardiff Electric. I mean, we're going to have all the heavy hitters come in for this. We had it all planned out. I was really bummed.
Now I'm thinking if Benny Loco would have been great to bring in.
Yes, that'd been amazing.
Oh my god!
Well, I brought up Tom Giasano would have been a really funny guy to bring in.
Yeah, in the conversation with Vince, he claimed that he never told his buddy Danny to come down to the comedy club, and it's like, John, you backing out of this deal just proves. I mean, this is a guy who brags, telling stories about how he would run to get his sister to help him fight people. Like, he's been a pussy his entire life. And without a doubt, believe me, he called his friends and told them to come do this because he doesn't have the balls to do it himself. So it's just typical John MO. Never fails.
And I really want to talk to him about the SiriusXM lawsuit. I had a lot of questions for him about that because that was doomed to fail. So they were playing tapes of John on SiriusXM for 14 years. And when he was working for Leno and Stephanie Miller, he had no problem with it. As soon as he's unemployed, he's like, hey, guys, that's me on your airways. You can't use that. But he couldn't articulate any damages. When they brought the lawsuit, they're like, well, what are you suing? How much are you suing us for? They're like, we don't know. How much you going to give us?
Yeah. Oh, also, Stacey Allen says, and Phelan, he's calling Brian a liar, Stacey says.
All right.
Yeah. Well, he went right. Well, that's why I asked Phelan, are you okay with coming on the show? Because that's the ultimate, fuck you to him. That blows his spot up right there for everybody to see, is that Phelan's the guy who tipped me off. And he heard from another guy that John asked his buddies to come pay me a visit. So, I mean,
they didn't even bring anything.
No, they didn't. Not a coffee.
What kind of fucking mob hit is that? Right. You know what I mean? You bring a gift and you.
Can I ask a question, Shuli?
Yeah.
So I got a note from a guy, a Stern staffer, who was very excited about us doing this Monday night. Yeah. I don't know if you've heard from any of your ex-coworkers.
Yes.
Okay. Because what I love about this is the Howard Stern staff is very tuned into the Dabbleverse. They are very interested in all of this. So I was excited to see that a guy that we all know from the Howard Stern show reached out to me. He's like, oh, I'm looking forward to Monday night. This is going to be amazing. And I think that's part of it. I told
Howard, I go, it's going to be great.
I was going to say, I haven't heard from that many people since I worked there. That's how many people reach out to me.
I love to think that Bob and Howard are best friends right now.
Yeah. Well, you have a fight with somebody, brings you closer in a weird way.
It could happen.
It's not going to happen. You don't even have a pool.
And now they have the common bond of Stuttering John.
Listen, we can't talk Stuttering John without this next gentleman. You know him, you love him. Compound Media, the boss, Anthony Cumia.
Oh my God, so fucking nice to be here. Thank you, gentlemen, for the invitation. I'm so bummed.
We're sitting here talking about what could have been, Anthony, is what
what could have been is what a horrible thing to have to say in life. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, and now what do we got? No Stutjo. Well, this news was devastating to me.
To fill you in on the exact details, he asked for $3,000 for a 3-hour interview, which we agreed to. And where the deal got weird,
that's almost $2,000 an hour.
But he wanted lunch to be at fourth period and then gym to be in between too. So.
But here's where things got wonky: is we said we'll pay you half now, and then we'll pay you half 48 hours later after the interview.
Rules, yeah.
And then he goes, well, that's obviously a breach of contract, and I walk. So. That's where we're at.
500 up front from Kevin, I'm hearing now.
Well, I did read the speculation, and it seems completely legit. It fits Stuttering John perfectly that he would have just made off with the money and not done the show.
Right.
Oh yeah, Anthony, I'm convinced right now that he was planning on rage quitting 5 minutes in.
Yeah,
as soon as it was like, so this article about your daughter Lily came out. All right, I'm out of here. He was ready to just do that because he had his money. He could just run. So as soon as we said we'll pay you the rest after the 3-hour interview, Oh no, never mind. Can't do it.
You're very much more optimistic than I am. I thought he just wanted to see the three of us on screen going any minute now, guys. He should be.
Like he wasn't even going to show up at all.
Also possible. Yeah.
Right. Chi-Town Bobby Tema Cumia, one of the best guests. Happy to share a birthday with you, Ann. 426. Look at that.
There you go. Right after another fine gentleman's birthday.
Is this guy a freaking moron or what?
Thank you, American Cupcake. Don't send any more free gifts like that to people because Kevin gets very mad. So stop sending those gifts now. Send Kevin the link, goddammit.
I don't know if I can afford that, but yeah, go ahead. John will be broadcasting from the sump. Yeah, I mean, so now he's basically taking an Access Hollywood interview, a fluff piece where if the guy doesn't know anything about his history, his story, and it's just going to be, John saying whatever he wants about people with no repercussions. But now I hear, Bob's going to be there. Karl is asking to be there.
Right.
So,
if that happens, like, especially if Karl's there, he's not going to do that one either. Like, he's petrified.
Guaranteed.
He's Mr. fucking crazy tough guy. I see you in New York. And then a push comes to shove, as it were, and he pussies out. He's not gonna show up and actually.
Remember when he was talking shit about you, and he's like, "Well, if the guy didn't have guns, guns. Otherwise, I'd show him."
Yeah, my guns.
If he didn't know MMA, I'd kick his ass. I'll tell you that.
You know what the funny thing is?
Vicious. I've seen Beavis, and I'm very scared. He looks like a leopard.
Only people in their 50s and 60s are looking forward to a street fight with us. You know what I mean? That's the only people that are looking for it. And
your girlfriend could literally murder John with her bare hands.
Yeah. I don't even doubt that. She'd fucking tie him up, choke him out.
Thank you, Dodo, for the gifted memberships. We want to get a few. Are we good with super chats?
Now that's a pay-per-view.
We're really backed up.
Okay,
hold on. We got a pay-per-view right now.
Yeah.
Because John was so excited about boxing Cabby.
Yes.
We need Missy B in an MMA fight versus Stuttering John. Can we make this happen? Will John
training?
She'd kill him. She would. I don't even doubt it. Like, obviously, if he just came in and wailed and got a punch to her face, I'm the expert in that. I know she could take a good punch. Okay, she'd kill me.
Good girl.
But
good girl.
yeah, but he wouldn't even get that close. Like, she'd shoot in for the legs. He'd be down, and it would be over, Johnny.
I love this, Tiger. Like, can we all take a minute? Remember, they're letting him be around kids. This can't be tolerated. That's the other thing I thought was kind of a factor in all of this is I hear he's going for a full-time teaching gig, and he's taking the next teaching test, whatever that is. But I can't imagine a teacher being able to do a podcast or going online and bashing people.
Right.
I can't imagine that can be good. So I thought, now if he's doing this, why would he do that? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. Which
he wants to be a science teacher, which is the craziest thing
heard
I've
in
my life. And by the way, the reason why he's a substitute teacher is under this emergency act that California has, which will probably go on forever.
Right.
So I have a feeling that John probably will become a science teacher.
Oh yeah. No. From what I've seen of late, as far as teachers go, he's perfect. He's all liberal. He'd be Pride Day, and here's the patriotic table of elephants. I'm a science. She blinded me with science.
I mean, this guy would go on his show and brag about how great he is at math and algebra, and then he's going for his full teaching credential, and he goes, "I know what I'll do: science. That's what I'll do."
Yeah.
Somebody said he's posting about it now. Flat Cat said, so just keep an eye on it, guys. What he's posting.
Also, he claims to be a writer. You think he'd go for English?
Oh, please! Have you seen his tweets regarding this stuff? I mean, the grammar.
No, because he's blocked me.
Well, let's take a look. We have some. Ooh. This was the first tweet he put out when he backed out of the deal. No hard feelings for Vince, but he breached our agreement, not solely because of him, but because the dues payer and Kevin wanted to pay me after. Remember the little rascals? Pay as you exit.
No, because we're not 90.
All right. Fuck that. So now I'll be appearing on MLC podcast this Tuesday. Kev paid some up front. Now, again, remember, we were willing to give him $1,500 up front and then $1,500 after. And from what we've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, supposedly he got $500 up front from Kevin. So
15 is smaller than 5.
Kevin couldn't have agreed to give him $3,000.
That's the other thing. I know he's not getting $3,000 from Kevin. I know.
He mentioned something about somebody putting in, so I don't know what he was saying last night exactly. But
so he's got a sugar daddy front. So one of his fans is paying for this.
Well, we're taking all the money from overseas. We're laundering stuff. People are saying we're laundering.
Ukraine wants me on Kevin's show.
Zelensky.
First time John's been involved with laundry.
Yeah, that's something he needs to get involved in. You're right. This is a text from Vince, the lawyer, sent to me after Shuli and Karl changed the terms of the deal and wanted to pay me after. The other half after. He leaves that part out. I have the email saying the same. Now the dues payer and Karl are trying to rewrite history. Are we doing this or not? I know the terms changed.
Shuli, you're like Voldemort. He won't say your name.
Well, I know. Well, that's his fun little the dues payer
promoted tweet. What is that?
Oh, so wait. But first of all, before we go to that, go back to the one I was reading. This is a text. There's no text attached with this tweet, by the way.
Yeah.
There's nothing. So.
Right. This is a text from Vince.
Here's the proof right here.
Right.
Okay. Vince, the lawyer, sent me.
Typical John. Here's the smoking gun. Oh, I left it in the car. I'll be right back.
It doesn't make sense. This is a text from Vince, the lawyer, sent to me after. Yeah, it's not a text.
Right. Not a sentence that All right, let's go to the next one. So now, promoted tweet. You know what this means?
Yeah.
That he paid so more eyes would see this tweet.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
That's what that means. I would also like to add that Vince agreed that he breached the agreement. No hard feelings. No hard feelings for Vince, but he breached our agreement. Right. Okay, we read that one. If you don't think these assholes are capable of breaching an agreement and reneging on a deal, then look no further than the Pottstown stinker posters. They promised signed posters for those that paid extra, then stiffed them. They never gave them the posters.
This is the guy who never goes to Reddit. I don't look at the message boards. I don't read the haters.
Right.
He's on Reddit every day right now. He's loving it.
This is also a guy who had a cancer benefit through his Venmo for somebody.
Not somebody, a beloved cheddar.
Oh, right. By the way, I have to give props to Vince, the lawyer, on that one. There was the funniest part of that video that he put out where he was explaining to him. So he's saying to John, like, by the way, that cancer benefit thing is probably illegal, but it's okay because you were ignorant of the law. So that you're out. And then John goes, yeah, of course, I'm ignorant of the law. It's fine. How the law works.
It was somebody goes, that's right, I'm an idiot. Yeah.
My ignorance finally pays off.
So this is a text that he posted, Joe? Is that what this is?
This is the text that he posted. So this is from Vince, the lawyer, to him.
Okay. Point is, they knew if they altered the terms, you have a right to reject. You rejected. They refused to offer 100% up front, so the deal doesn't get done. And Vince didn't ask us. No. I was just curious about the money situation because I got, my Jew senses start tingling, and I go, this guy's gonna fuck us.
Yeah.
So how are we?
Shuli said when he heard the offer, the horn started coming out of his head, and he called me.
I said, how are we paying this guy up front or in payments? Because I think we should do payments. And Vince told him they'll give you everything up front. And I'm like, no, we didn't agree to that.
Half in course up front.
But honestly, there was no counter offer. Vince could have came back to us and said, John doesn't agree to 50% up front. Yeah. We could have hashed it out. There was none of that. John just wanted out of it immediately. He's like, nope, never mind. It's done. He's a pussy.
Right, could have done a thing where you Venmo after every hour.
Yeah.
There you go.
Here is more proof that Kevin and the dies payer are lying.
Maybe he shouldn't be the English teacher. I apologize.
Well, I mean, he writes it so much in his phone. Why it would correct it to that? Here are the texts from Vince. Here's more proof that Kevin and the dues payer are lying. Here was the initial offer that I agreed to. Vince texted me again, and I admitted to them that I offered 100% before the show. So again, nothing is attached here where he goes, here's more proof. There's no proof attached to this tweet. Number one. And for the record, we didn't breach the agreement in changing the amount of money. Correct. He keeps presenting it as if we said, no. Instead of $3,000, we're just going to pay you $1,500 now. We agreed to your fee. It was just a matter of,
He could have came back and said, all right, if we're going to do 50-50, then I need $4,000, $2,000 up front, $2,000 after. And I guarantee all three of us would be like, yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
He could have countered it in any single way. And we probably would have been like, all right, yep, that works. No problem. I don't understand why. I don't understand why.
Always be choking. Oh, man. That's great. Frank with the $100. The Allied forces are here. Access powers are who? Exactly.
God, that's
sorry. Hilarious. Go ahead, JoJo. Vince the lawyer confirmed shocking news about Mr. Morse on B Dabbler number 35 Saturday. Good. If it's shocking, let us know. We'll use
please. I'd like to know what I did.
I'd like to know what Mike said because I've never heard him say anything.
That's right. He speaks in dog whistle. Don't you forget it. The Karl, congrats on Florida. Are you neighbors with John? Yeah, you moving to Florida, buddy?
I bought a house in Florida. We have a house there. I think John's going to be moving nearby. We'll probably be at the local pub together at 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
You, John, and Zumock.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be fun.
Those forces are going to team up at some point. A year from now, it'll be a Karl between John and Chad. Highest rated show on YouTube. Most views. John, eat some mushrooms and kill the ego, bro. Life is better. Yeah, Hack Ride.
Hack Ride is the best. This guy makes these clips of me that are fucking phenomenal.
He's great.
He's created AI, Bob, which we love. You'll have Stuttering John before the pool is completed.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Buck Naked, $5. Vince is a dork. Hi, Vince. Hi, Stuttering John. Yes, and we love that dork. Well, I do. Karl doesn't trust him. Merch idea. Sell a branded yarmulke attached. Genius. Yes, Gold Folds. Thank you. Stuttering John doesn't get that role. All Don Cumia. He likes to hear bad news right away. Who's not blocked by
that role?
Who's not blocked by Stuttering John? I am for mentioning his ill-fitting suit. We need some recon on his tweets for the next 2 days. I'm sure he's tweeting right now. 6-figure down payment. They must pay substitute teachers well in Southern California. John loves backing out. First Howard, then his family, and now this. Moonwalk Melinda.
Oh, God.
Our Twitch subs get perks too, Mr. Jew. I don't know.
Mr.
At least he's respectful.
I like that. Flat Cat Jessica. Funniest man in show business. Hi, Aunt.
Oh, thank you, Flat Cat.
Opie and Stuttering John should make a show called Allergic to Money. Brian, I've watched the AA episode with John so many times and wished I could hear Anthony's thoughts on the episode in real time. So excited it's finally about to happen. Love you. Yes, that is the episode we have queued up.
Fantastic.
And what we do now on Sundays is we do the first hour here, hour and 20, whatever, on YouTube, and then we jump over behind the wall. And so, Ant, we're going to dock you some time since you weren't here on time.
Yeah.
All good. I know.
Karl, if you can, I would love for you to join us as well.
You're reneging on the contract.
And listen, in honor of Stuttering John, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to pay our guest tonight for being here.
Wow.
Instead, because look,
up front?
It's not up front, after the show, but it's surplus money that I have left over that I don't have to waste on John. So let's have some fun tonight.
Where else is John making that kind of money for 3 hours where he doesn't even have to leave his house or anything? This is insane that he wouldn't agree to this in a second and see it through.
I think he's like those dudes that want to, like, They want to go on a roller coaster, but they really don't. And they'll walk through that entire line and then they'll get to the front. They
have to walk back down.
Right. You're up on a cliff somewhere to jump into something and you're like,
a high diving board. Yeah,
absolutely. He was never going to do it.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes those guys want to see the Titanic and they back out, and that was a good move.
That's
so
true.
Sometimes those guys are right.
That's true. You're right. All this because John didn't get his poster. I know. He's very upset.
Poster.
Very upset. All right. Well, listen, we 2 renegs just stole your truck.
We've got so many more super chats real quick.
Well, hold off. Let's okay, all this. Yeah, we got that one. Go ahead. Put up a couple more. The DC trip, the false flagging, screwing his Patreon members, cancer charity, telling Artie to off himself, sending Fagel a cease and desist, etc., etc. I mean, you can't. That's the most value you'll get out of $5 super chat ever. All correct. Hi, John. Hi, John's empty Coors cans. SJ just invited you on MLC, Shuli. Go on and destroy him. I'll go on.
Yeah.
I'll go on. Yeah. Reread the Pottstown tweet he wrote. Nothing worse than the Pottstown speaker. Like his hit song, John is talking his way out of it. Oh,
God, that's terrible.
Shuli is redealed the poster promise. Contact him for more empty promises. Thank you, Brandon Network. Chris Baldessano. John just texted me to leave a positive review on his interview before it's even recorded. Again?
That's great.
Can we get a second-rate John understudy to take his place in this show? Is Greg Hughes available? Brother Ted, $4.99. Steel Toe is the only one happy stuttering John deal failed. No sex talk. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? You're right about that.
Real quick, Julie. So Vince just sent us an update in our text.
Oh.
And he says, to be clear, I offered to guarantee the full payment and showed one of my business accounts with over $1.8 million. Someone's doing well.
Wow.
The $3,000 was not a big deal to me. So, yes, I did offer full payment before performance. So, apparently, according to Vince, he countered with, all right, I'll pay you the whole thing up front.
Okay.
I'm not even worried about Karl and Julie paying
like a middleman. Like he pays John up front, and then you guys pay him the whole thing because he has faith that you're not going to renege on the deal.
Honestly, Anthony, this is not a lot of money we're talking about.
No, well, to John.
I even said when this happened, we're all going to go in $1,000 each. I'm like, this is so much worth $1,000 to me to get John back on the internet. It's insane. So I would have gone a lot higher. I mean, we could have negotiated higher for sure. And Vince is saying right here, like, yeah, I would have fronted it. It's fine.
Wow.
Well, this solidifies John's pussy status because he has the money.
Absolutely.
And mark my words, he will not do this Tuesday. He will not be there.
I don't think so either. I do not think he's doing anyone's show.
If he's there, I'm there. Bob's there. I can't wait, but he won't be there.
Supposedly he invited me. John himself has invited me on to MLC. So
he doesn't want you there. He doesn't want Karl there. He doesn't want me there. He doesn't want anyone there. And he'll probably, even though he's not going to show up, but again, he's still climbing to the top of that cliff to climb back down now. He will absolutely have a rider or something that says you can't talk about this, a whole laundry list of things. Talk about my high school, my elementary school play where my drama teacher told me.
Yeah, that's the only thing you talk about.
Yeah,
how good he was.
Just talk about all that shit.
When he was on with Monique from Radio Gunk, and this is before he admitted to being a substitute teacher. Monique said, "People are saying you're a substitute teacher." He just said, "That won't do. That won't do.
That won't do.
That won't do."
Doesn't even make sense.
What does that mean?
But what does it matter if he's a
mean?
Substitute teacher? Because you're doing what you want. Who cares? You know what
I
mean?
I know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. What's the big thing? You know,
like own it that it's a noble profession, and you know.
No, you know what it is. In John's mind, he had to admit that he's not in show business anymore.
Right. Exactly.
And that's the worst thing that he could admit to.
Well, wait a minute. When was he in it? No, I'm kidding. He would get mad. You can't joke with him.
He was in the third row at this night show, Bob.
Now, what do you think the chances are that him bailing on this and him eventually bailing on MLC is I agree when I'm drunk and I reason it out when I'm sober kind of situation.
Question is, when is he sober? You know,
Yeah, I know.
what is that window? You know, and I got news for you. You think it was going to be bad against us? Wait till those super chats start coming in, buddy.
Oh my God.
It's going to get brutal. You just walked into the wrong bar, my friend. The wrong bar. Yeah. But hey, what do I know? You know?
So funny. Oh, they'll rip him apart.
Oh, and you know, Kevin is going to put them all up there. By law, he shows every super chat.
Well, I'm sure Disco Bob will be like, John, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Or, you know, like
$2.99.
99 cents.
Right.
So Stuttering John in the chat room bumped into him. He bobbed up and down, sort of like a top. He was shoe and a half, but at the waist. They tore him to pieces.
I just hope Kevin didn't promise him a portion of the super chat.
No, I don't think so.
Oh God,
that would be awful. That would be awful.
I hit him up about that, and I said, you know, I go, you can probably make your money back easily.
Oh, did you see the tweets that Zumox deleted tweets?
I love
that account. It's so funny because apparently Chad said, "Oh, they're going to pay Stuttering John a couple $1,000, whatever it is," and Kevin wouldn't even pay me $300 to do his show. He goes, and then he put the little word out there. He goes, "Who would you rather see on Kevin's show, me or Stuttering John?" And then the tweet disappears because he deletes every fucking tweet because it must have been like it's not even close. I would absolutely at this point. You know, you want to see the guy that hasn't been on blathering in a while.
Thank you for reminding me of that. The fact that Chad Zumock is actually at a rung lower than Stuttering John.
Yes, Stuttering John
is on a radio show that people have heard before.
Right.
Not the Alan Cox show. Oh, the Z-Man from Alan Cox? Wow, what a guess.
He's the biggest thing in 20 miles of Ohio.
That's right.
In 2010, right.
Yeah.
Breaking, Kevin has invited Roger Clemens and Lenny Dykstra to sit in on the interview. There's a lot happening, guys. A lot happening.
Crazy.
This is an awesome group of dudes spitting facts. Thank you for your service, guys. Thank you, Mr. Kramer. Thank you, pal. John wants to become a science teacher because he wants to get into the meth business.
You saw Breaking Bad. He's like,
high pitcher. Cumia!
Oh, that's some Stars of David.
Johnny Field, $2. Thank you, buddy. John will do an interview, but only in disguise. Well, listen, we've been dying to play this for a while. This is out of all the John appearances. I mean, I think this one might be the most legendary. We all did. You're late, JD.
It's mostly inferred. It was mostly inferred.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't say it exactly. So this episode of the AA show, one of my favorites over there on Compound Media, was phenomenal because you have John, you have Anthony Cumia, and you have Artie Lang, and it doesn't get hotter.
One of these things is not like the other.
No,
it was savage.
I watched like 2 minutes of it, right? Just because I haven't seen it in so long, and I watched like 2 minutes and seeing you like right out the gate having to like fake smile. And
I know. I'm trying to make my guests comfortable.
Yes,
and Artie is just brutal.
Oh my God! When he arrives, that is.
Yes, when he arrives.
You should have put the studio in the bathroom. He would have been there all the
time. He go, why is Artie's desk made of glass? Don't get into it right now. So listen, let's get into this, folks. It's exciting.
Oh my God.
Episode. Karl, when's the last time you watched this episode? I mean, this is a classic.
About a year ago, but it's funny because I was at Chrissy Mayer's wedding last week, and Joe DeVito, I wanted to meet him. I've never met him before, and I was very excited to meet him. Made a beeline for me because he's like, "Hey, I was on that episode. I came on. This is John is leaving."
Yep,
that's right. People forget Joe DeVito was on that episode, and it's great because from what I remember, most of the episode is just Joe staring in amazement And John,
you know what was going on,
trying to figure out, is this guy doing a character? Is this for real?
My back was killing me after that show.
Oh.
Just trying my hardest to carry poor John. This obviously was before any kerfuffles developed with Stuttering John. I was trying to be nice. He was hammered. He started getting like belligerent, obviously, with Artie, and he just isn't entertaining. And I'm trying to put him over, and it just wasn't working.
Well, this is back in the Keith the Cop era too.
Yes.
And so Keith the Cop's in the control room trying to explain to Stuttering John that he probably should have thrown the engineers a couple bucks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
This
what a
is
play out.
visually, it's amazing. It's a work of art. This masterpiece of an episode.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Look at how sober you look back
There
here.
I am. Look at that. Tony, 2 shirts. I'm wearing my red phone that day. My red iPhone in my pocket.
This looks like it was from 1972. Yeah.
I saw a 70s telethon clip hosted by Peter Falk. You look just like him.
That is the look I was going for.
That's great.
The Artie and Anthony show, of course, with my co-host Artie Lang.
I love your Twitter handle, Anthony. How many Twitter handles have you had over the years?
What was it at that point?
Anthony Cumia XYZ.
Oh, XYZ. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anthony Cumia XYZ.
Oh, I went through quite a few iterations. Hilarious.
Oh, that's hilarious.
With my co-host Artie Lang.
Yeah. Why did you get Artie? Look at the seat.
Oh, no,
Give Artie seats with fucking sides. The guy's 800 pounds.
Okay.
Look at him.
Fits in there.
Look at how uncomfortable Anthony is, and we're
like, oh,
we're
God.
22 seconds into this, and Anthony's like,
already.
And he's looking at the clock already. How much? Okay.
oh.
Let him do that joke again, and they have to. He's out of breath.
I had no idea.
He had to lift up the chair, so he's winded.
Yeah.
Seats with fucking sides. The guy's 800 pounds. Boom! Fits in there like a sardine.
Now,
Look at his face.
Oh, that laugh is just so weird. And he looks. Look at that. He looks like a looks like those things in that show that show up to your house outside your window.
Yeah.
It was so difficult too because like I really couldn't.
Look at Anthony.
I couldn't do anything. Like I couldn't go to a story or depend on riffing with John. Like
Or a
and what
break.
am I gonna do? Just talk or a break? Yeah. What am I gonna do? Just talk about the good old days? Yeah.
Again?
Again. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So I had nowhere to really go until Artie gets there. I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that Artie's on his way in. John is totally fucking with Artie now, and that's what happened. And it's just going. It's not going to go good.
No. And Artie had a fuse about that long back then, you know.
Yeah.
It was like certain people,
And he had a straw about that long too.
now, of course, I gather Artie is a little
late. Yeah.
You heard? Keith doesn't have a microphone.
No, he's
Keith doesn't have him.
Artie's on heroin time.
Oh my
Whoa.
God!
Wow.
Captain Innuendo over there. Just keep you guessing. You don't know for sure what he's talking about, do you?
Always so uncomfortable.
I can tell you, Anthony's like hell. This is like,
Ladies and gentlemen, I implore you.
Yeah.
It looks like he has to do a show on the Titanic as it's sinking.
Yeah, I'd rather be bolted in a tin can and shoved a few miles under the ocean.
John's like that guy that's like saying, "I'm going to kick his ass," when he don't come around, and then all of a sudden the guy walks in, and he has that look on his face when Artie comes.
And there's a huge problem.
Anthony looked into the camera like it's The Office, but it's actually his camera. But he's like,
Yeah.
Go right for the jugular.
Of course.
Oh my goodness. He's
By the way, Garrett gave me a cold shoulder when I walked.
Garrett give you the cold shoulder?
Garrett wasn't. I guess the whole team is not very happy with my tweets.
What? Garrett's why? Did you tweet anything about Garrett?
No, I didn't hit him.
Oh,
I hit Keith.
You did?
Yeah, because
in the history of knowing, like I've known Garrett for a long time from the Jay Thomas show days. I've never known anybody to have a problem with Garrett.
No one has had a problem with Garrett.
Ever.
No one.
Except for Steve when he did a speech.
Well, yeah.
right.
Wedding speech, but yeah, Garrett's just a nice guy. He doesn't make waves, and of course, Stut Joe has a fucking issue.
And I should mention, this is Stut Joe before he was Stut Joe. At this time,
yeah.
No one was goofing on this guy. No one was making fun of his podcast.
No, we were putting him over.
He's just a guest on the show, just hanging out. That's what's weird about this. The context of it is that Stuttering John shows up. He's ready to fight everyone. No one has a problem with him. He's a guest on your show. He could have come down and just hung out. And immediately he's like, fuck Artie, fuck Garrett, fuck Keith the Cop. Like, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah.
So you're saying this is his origin story, basically?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's like Bob Pope going on Johnny Carson saying he wants to kick the shit out of Doc, you know?
Right. And then it begins. Absolutely.
You know,
what the fuck year is that from?
Mike? One of Artie's big things is that
It's a classic. You should look it up.
All right. You need to say anything right there? One of Artie's big things is
oh yeah, there's a lot of Artie big things.
But
wow, you set him up on a silver platter, and
like what? His dick? Like what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like a lot of big things about Artie. Okay,
it's
he's a big guy.
He's fat. It's just one. That's it. It's a pretty standard A to B line connection.
Right. His gut, whatever.
Right.
I'm not talking about his weight. I'm talking about his fucking the heroin he's got in his pocket.
Oh.
That's big.
I mean, and Anthony's just like, Anthony shake his head like, does he not know that joke sucked?
It didn't even make sense.
No.
It's like, no, why would Artie have a big bag of heroin when he does it so much and he's got to borrow money? Well, heroin addicts never have a lot of heroin on them. It's always a little heroin, just enough to maybe get through a couple of hours, and then they're on the never-ending search for more heroin.
Well, it's obvious John had to get that out because there's already 2 times he's mentioned it. So that was his agenda.
Right.
Doesn't it look like he's wrapped in saran wrap? Look at his face.
He looks like Han Solo when they froze him in that
Carbonite. Yeah.
Carbonite, John.
I hate you, John. I know.
It's just him with the double birds being frozen. There it is.
There he is. Awesome.
To defend himself right now.
We'll just stick with.
Did you say something, Carl?
No,
I'm hearing voices in there. So.
No, it's just that he thinks that I've seen this before on shows. He thinks he's your co-host.
Yes. He's trying out right now.
Exactly.
For like he thought he was going to be the co-host when Artie took the job. He thought it was going to go to him for some reason. He was never in contention, and he really thought that was it. So now he knows Artie is late or doesn't show up, and he's that. So now he's like, I kind of got a chance here. I have to shine.
Yeah.
This is him shining.
Also, let me point something out. This is 2017, I believe, is when this happened.
Right.
That shirt he's wearing, he got for free at least 20 years before
Yeah.
this.
Oh my God.
He hasn't worked at K-Rock since 2004.
K-Rock.
And even better, he's going on a show that's actually like there's a television element to it, right? It's via the app, but visually people are going to see you, and this is the shirt you picked to go on to the show with.
That's
amazing.
Yeah.
And this to everyone here, all you people. I have done Anthony's show. This is my 10th appearance. And
you really count, you fucking psycho?
Has he really been on 10 times?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I don't know if there's any other guest that's been on 10 times.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
cares?
that's more importantly.
I've been on 11 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for no money.
Me, and according to Keith, unless he's bullshitting me, and according to Garrett,
he's
and
a bullshitting me.
They said that people really like when I came on your show.
I love it.
And we always had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, what's Anthony gonna say? They go, they're lying to you.
No, because look what happened when I did make a joke about his stand-up thing. It turned into this. Like that literally was the birth of all this fucking shit. The John industry, the shitting on John industry, pretty much started when I went, yeah, there's a lot of parking out there at Governor's.
I mean, I'll do you one better. In this interview, Artie makes one little comment about a line that John says during the show. Artie says, "Is that in your act?" And that turns John into the whole goofing on him for trying to kill himself. Drinking just from that little comment alone.
I'm like the Incredible Hulk. Don't make me angry.
Talking about also, think about this. He's the guest on your show. He's coming on. It's just you two. And he immediately is like, and by the way, I'm very good as a guest on the show. It's like, yeah, you're the guest right now.
Yeah.
No one's debating. Like, who are you debating this with? Who are you arguing with right now?
Yeah.
Keith the Cop said I'm really good on the show. All right, well then do that. Do that now.
On my podcast.
And deny that.
Anthony has always been respectful and treated me like a peer. And we
peer.
So we would laugh at everything in the news.
Of course.
You know, we laugh at Columbo.
We enjoy Columbo.
Just one more
I got to high five him over Columbo.
Yeah. It's you're all right, Karl.
I treat him like a peer. I stand and fish off of him.
Yeah, Karl's hiding. Karl's so
I cut bait on him.
I cut fucking bait
so
on him.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We enjoy Columbo. He's got nothing. He goes, we enjoy Columbo. Cease and desist from Cardiff.
This is copywritten material, Shuli.
And we would always have a good time. It was never any.
Wait, Cardiff, were you in the running to get an interview with John? I heard, and if so, what was the number that you offered him? Please,
and for
reply.
$5, tell us what that is.
Yeah, and also, you see what John's doing? John's doing what he wanted to do on the Tonight Show, which is play the room, sit next to the host. That's he's playing the room.
Right. Yeah, he's talking to Keith and the people in the booth and anyone sitting. Holy fuck, that's hilarious.
Boys are working hard back there. I like it.
And then I knew that when the cancer came, when Artie came into this show, Artie was gonna get fucking you to start fucking goofing on me, and like clockwork, it happened. And, and then day after day, you would goof on me.
Oh, because they never goofed on him on the Howard Stern show.
No.
Like his entire career wasn't everyone else goofing on him. So, of course, Artie's going to goof on him. I'm going to goof on him. But this guy is such a sensitive, insecure douchebag. He can't fucking understand that that's what every podcast is. Shitting on people.
If April's clit was as sensitive as John, Steel Toe would be getting her to come every night.
She'd be orgasming like crazy. April's neglected me. Christ.
See, guys, think about this. John's talking about how, like, hey, they're goofing on me. If he looks up at the screen, he can see that they have a milk carton of Artie Lang, like, actively goofing on Artie Lang. At the, At the same time, he's going, why are they goofing on me? What's going on? We're goofing on everyone, asshole.
That's right. That's the whole point of the fucking show.
And Artie don't even like milk.
By the way, take note that the chair is much different for Artie. He has a huge chair.
Right.
It's a different chair, and he broke that one.
Wow.
The one of the legs just snapped on it one day. He needed, like, I don't know, a Game of Thrones fucking wooden beam chair or something. But.
Yeah, you had to bring an architectural specialist.
Yeah.
Draw blueprints.
Yeah, with stress point and gussets and I-beam.
Yeah, look, I should have built the towers for 9/11, but I'll build Artie's church.
That you would goof on me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Artie turned Anthony in 2 fucking shows.
No, this is not
how easily you turn.
This is not true. I could look back at certain tweets that I made before we were even talking about Artie being on my show, where I talked about El Chapo. I said that
I did that bit a year ago.
Yeah. But it's still funny.
Yes, I look exactly like the fucking.
So when we
got arrested in fucking Baja the other
El
day.
Floppo.
Baja.
I got arrested in Baja the other day.
Baja.
Yeah.
So
it's the only time he hears the word "ha."
Yeah.
And ironically, John can't get arrested.
How dare he say there's a shelf life on a bit? Like he's still doing Bruce Jenner jokes. This fucking guy. Like, what are you talking about?
His squeegee bit.
Yeah.
When Artie brought that up, I was like, yeah, fuck, it's funny. And
oh, wait. Stop sugarcoating this bullshit.
Stuttering Juan is kind of funny.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't mind shit. But then you're going
I don't.
Movie.
Well, okay. Hey.
Then it's my senatorial campaign.
I watched.
What a racket. His senatorial campaign.
Oh, stop.
Is this the one where he starts bitching at? No, that was the one before where he started bitching at you for not donating to his campaign fund.
Yeah.
That's this one. That's this one.
Oh, it is this one? Oh my God.
I thought it was one of the other 9 times he had been on my show. What a liar.
You should bring him on, bring on a guest. This next guy coming on now, this is his 6th appearance on the show.
Yeah. I have to count it. Like Quentin Tarantino at the beginning of his movies. So this is the 5th appearance by Stuttering John.
He's the record holder here at Compound Media.
Yeah.
From beginning to end.
You're the only one.
That's pretty good. And look,
not even a chuckle out of Anthony, not even a shoulder shrug, nothing. He goes, good. He goes,
I can't shrug my shoulders. I have the weight of this entire program on it during this. He's not helping at all.
Anthony keeps looking at the clock when you see him looking at the clock.
I think he's looking at the exits.
Trying to Jedi mind trick the clock ahead.
I'm looking at the clock, the doomsday clock, hoping it fucking goes off.
My senatorial campaign.
I watched the movie from beginning to end.
You're the only one.
That's pretty good. And look, I would be remiss in my duties if I did not make some jokes about.
Have you seen Artie's movie with already beer league jokes?
One too many.
Yes, which was already too many. Did you make any jokes on fucking Artie's movie?
Artie's movie. I watched Beer League, and I liked it.
Oh,
I want to point out.
Yeah,
this is the way that John argues politics too. So if you're like, well, Hunter Biden, he didn't pay taxes for 2 years. He's like, yeah, but what about Trump's kids? It's always that. Like, no, your movie sucks, John.
We're talking about your movie now. We're talking about your movie, not Artie's right now.
That's right. It's your movie.
Yeah. Why would you pick one of Artie's movies that, Artie is funny in his movies, even if the movie's good? Obviously, Beer League isn't an Oscar winner, but it's a funny movie, especially if you're a fan of Artie's. You sit down and watch. It's goofy. It's funny. He's hilarious. He's hilariously Artie in it. Other movies that he's done with Norm Macdonald and shit, and John's trying to say, one too many. Not as good as that? No, it wasn't. Sorry. And I am being the most diplomatic motherfucker in the world right here.
You are.
Spectre gifted 5. Listen, nice. I know we're supposed to move over to the thing. But
the thing.
I think we just keep going. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think we need to move over.
I think we make up the Patreon show during the week.
Cough it up for free.
Shuli, have you seen One Too Many yet?
No, we have yet to watch it.
You guys should watch that movie. It is atrocious.
God, it's so bad. Everything from the writing obviously is abominable, but the sets, the lighting,
Yeah.
Like everything is
so cheap
on the cheap.
I feel so
He's
bad
not
for
happy about that.
Jeffrey Ross is like John's buddy. And
Yeah,
you know that was
got
written for Artie
people-
Lang.
He got people
Oh.
in there that obviously just did it to ingratiate themselves with Howard Stern and whatnot.
Yep.
And oof, what a disaster. One scene, I got to say this. They're supposed to be in a nightclub of some sort. It is literally like those aluminum bars they set up with sheets hanging from it as walls and a rolling bar in there with someone behind it. And that's this nightclub. I swear they spent nothing on this. Nothing.
It's like a community college playhouse.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
There's also the scene where John ate a hot dog during the day and then he had a poop. And so he goes into the women's room and the handicap stall, and he's like pooping and making fart noise and he's sweating. And then there's no toilet paper, and then a handicapped woman shows up, starts banging on the door, and he has to figure his way out of this.
Dumb and Dumber, it was hilarious. The shitting, diarrhea, like farting noise.
Yeah, we can watch that on Rumble. I don't think we can watch it on here, but I think we can watch it on Rumble or maybe just behind the wall.
Cease and desist,
dude. I'll pay him $1,500 up front if we can watch this movie.
Every time the movie's played, it's one too many.
It really is. They should pay people. To oh, you've upset them, Anthony.
That's me with no makeup.
What am I, a clown to you?
Yeah, there you go, John.
1,500? No thanks. 500? You got a deal. What an idiot.
I love those.
And one final thing, John, if you think, and to Kevin, if you think it's hurting me not having John in this interview, one thing I can tell you for sure is that the last year I've had zero interaction with John on any of my shows.
Yeah.
And we've done just fine. Mm-hmm. So we're good.
Ooh.
We're good.
God.
Yeah.
You know what? I miss penis.
I understand.
Oh, what a fucking ass kisser. You know, fuck you.
I'm not saying
it was equally as bad as
I'm not saying it's fucking Animal House or Caddy.
He goes, that movie was as equally as bad as mine.
Yeah, equally bad. Isn't that great?
We're gonna brag you down.
Yeah. Right.
He's such a bragger.
He's the guy that's drowning and then just pushes someone's head under to try to stay above the water.
What a showboat.
Yeah.
Check.
So what is it?
But it was
it's not weird.
Thank
science.
you, Frank.
Frank.
No, let me put it on. I'm going to try to find a comedy.
It's me, Wally Sparks.
No.
What
it
is
was
that laugh?
It was a good.
He's trying so hard.
He's auditioning for the role. He is auditioning.
Oh yeah.
There's no doubt.
Like, it's as good as Wally Sparks. Rodney was in Wally Sparks. It was a terrible movie, but you're at least getting a couple of Rodney lines out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's also doing that laugh to remind Anthony that he's probably said something funny. Even though Anthony knows it's not, he's saying, Anthony, you should laugh like this right now.
When you hear me laugh, it's a you should laugh.
Yeah.
It's an applaud sign for the ears.
Vehicle for Artie Lang.
A good vehicle. The only good vehicle for Artie is when he has a designated driver.
Oh, see, it could have. The only vehicle for Artie should be a bulldozer, a fucking dump truck.
Right. Ice cream truck, a hearse. I mean, you name it, you know, and there's a million things you could say. Designated driver. It's not a vehicle.
Yeah, that's not a vehicle.
Right.
No, that'll come in about 2 weeks.
Oh God,
they have one on hold.
Oh God.
Oh, Anthony's literally hoping a plane crashes into this building.
I'm dying over here.
But the funny thing is, you're trying to say a comment just to get it out of it, and he thinks it's like keep going. That's
right.
the scary thing.
Yeah, I'm on something. We're riffing. We're
riffing. Yeah, we're like the fucking groundlings on stage.
But just to address the cold shoulder staff thing, there was a little confusion, I think, because
there you go.
when John was doing his podcast from here, he was supposed to, maybe take care of the staff. Was he understanding at the studio for free? And maybe leave a couple beers in the refrigerator. But apparently the guy said John drank all the beer and then walked out. And, give a reach to the guys.
I'm sorry.
You know?
I'm sorry. I'm used to the fucking Tonight Show, Keith, where they have all the beer and they don't expect tips.
No, we.
I mean, what an ass.
Do you know who I think I am?
You are.
And his body language, where he's like, "Excuse me."
Used to the Tonight Show. Wow. How do you even remember it? It was so long ago.
Yeah, and it just what a fucking like you would say. I'm sorry, is there a misunderstanding? Like he wasn't attacking him.
Yeah,
he wasn't yelling at him. That's John in the audience for his. Go ahead.
Now, by the way, if he was a guest on the O&A show at NEW or K Rock or Sirius XM or whatever, like obviously he could drink whatever, could I have a beer? Could I have this? They'd bring it in like crazy. And if he was like, hey, I need a promo done, could you guys play it? They'd bring him into production and make a promo or whatever. I'm not the Tonight Show. My staff isn't the fucking Tonight Show. There are guys that, are trying to earn a living and out of respect too. Fuck that. You at least offer, even if it is the Tonight Show. Wouldn't you at least say, hey, let me take care of that, guys? But no, John just goes, do you know
how
who
would
I am?
Anthony, how would have he handled like being in the O&A studio with Voss, with Patrice,
Colin,
Bob? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it would have been fucking glorious though, because he would try to riff with them and they would have destroyed him. He would have been mad at the world.
And that's the way to notice if somebody has it, if they can keep up with people in the room. And it's just a simple thing how you know if somebody's good at this or not.
Yeah, Bob, you have a clip of one of the roasts at the Stern Show that is beyond fucking amazing. You can do that. He's incapable of doing anything funny. It's just I've never seen him really do anything funny.
Anthony, I got to call you out because you and I were hanging out last weekend at Chrissy's wedding, and you got a free drink from the bartender because it was open bar. And the bartender's like, do you want to give me a tip? And you went, I was on the Opie and Anthony show. Why would I tip you?
I had just got back from Austin. I was a little tired.
I mean, yeah, that's the other. Like,
what kind of response is that? He's like, I was on the Tonight Show. Why would I throw a few bucks to Garrett and Drew? You're like, well, that's the reason why you would. You're on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
You should have some money in the bank. What the fuck?
Like we've all I've ended up on some gigs working with some people that were much higher up the food chain than me, and the last thing you do is show up on the radar, cause a stink about anything. You know,
brine shrimp is further up the food chain than he's got to bring John in.
Yeah, and so. But we're all in his world, and we should be grateful for it. You know,
John's the plankton of comedy.
He really is. And can you move the mic up a little bit?
I might have.
There we go.
My beer might have pushed it out of the way.
No, he does not have a drinking problem. Let's continue.
Oh, please.
Oh, you said, Joe, we're backed up on the super chats?
Yeah, really backed up. Can we
let's do 10 and then we'll go back to the thing because people
you guys threatening to break people's windows if they hey, this is a nice house you got here with some nice glass.
It would be a shame if something happened to it.
We're from the community outreach safety program.
Neighborhood watch this. Boom, windows gone. Okay, we got Brandon Network, $5. Can Ray stutter? I don't know that he needs to. He's getting pretty popular. Come watch 2023 update. April still unsatisfied. Thank you, Shaq. 45.
He might as well shove a Snickers bar in there.
Karl, be nice to Shuli crew when you go on MLC. Karl went to go take a piss, and he's all good. Don't worry about it. Tony Roofy flirt. $2, Brandon. Patrick Michael, I don't like Karl. Cancel Karl. You got it. Brandon Network, Joe, grab the fun gun. There's diggers in the yard. Shuli is the dues payer, and Anthony is the judge of levels. Yes. The name of my account's origin story is coming up. The judge of levels.
The picture's awesome.
Jim Satala, 999. In order to comply with the out-of-court settlement concerning the vicious assault on Joe Curry, Compound Media invites you to come see Joe Curry at Uncle Vinny's September 20th, 2023, 8 p.m.
Nice.
Go see him.
Yeah, you got floored.
God bless. I watched that video. It was amazing how Gino just kept moving.
Gino doesn't stop.
There was so many ways that he could have really hurt himself falling.
Yeah.
By hitting the back of his head and everything.
Yeah, please. Oh.
God bless you, boys, and especially Mr. Anthony Cumia. Thank you for making a young man's wish come true. It's almost like I had hoped this episode into existence. Been waiting for this for so long. Brain and his drugs. Thank you.
Great.
All right. Let's get back into this. Karl's still in the pisser, or he quit. But I see him. I see his wood paneling. He
wants the other half of his pay before he comes back.
Oh, that was the other thing is John was upset that Vince in that video, his negotiation with John was upset that Vince mentioned Karl's wood paneling in his basement.
Oh no!
Yeah, because John was like, it was like in the road. He's like, I was gonna do that. That was gonna be my thing.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I'm doing levels, Jerry.
Yeah,
levels.
Imagine he was gonna battle with all of us, and he's mad that Vince took the wood paneling bit. You remember that?
You stole my thunder.
That was my go-to. Tiff, thank you for gifting 10.
Woo!
You do have all the beer. We just maybe you don't just drink it all. I don't know.
Pub in Woodland Hills. I gotta leave a tip when I get a fucking quick. Get the fuck out of here. That's fun. Garrett, you got a problem? Let's do it right now, motherfucker.
Oh, he's trying.
I'm gonna start tipping for fucking Coors Lights.
No, not tipping them. Tipping them for their service of recording the.
Yeah, he doesn't get it. He thinks I went to go to the fridge and drink all the beers myself. Why would I tip them for that?
Yeah.
They didn't bring me any of the beers. You're not tipping them. They're not fucking waitresses, idiot.
Nobody asked me for tips.
I said just take care of the staff.
I go to your house.
Yeah.
Nobody asked me for tips. He said.
Thank you, Bob.
Oh my God.
Does he understand how tips work?
Oh, anytime somebody asks me for a tip, they always get it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that at diner he'd be walking out and the guy would be like, "Hey, was there something wrong?" And he, well, you didn't ask me for a tip. Why would I give you?
What is this word courtesy you speak of?
Yeah, they're calling this Coors rage, much like Roid rage.
That reminds me. I once dated a girl, and I was like, a blowjob every now and again would be nice. Hey, watch it. And I was dating a girl who goes, well, you never asked me to suck your dick. And I was like, I didn't know you had to ask for that sort of thing. That was part of the deal.
That's all I ask.
Yeah. I'm just asking for 15%. I don't even need 20, just 15%.
Bob asked for a blowjob before. What's your name? And do you live around here? So.
And we drink beer. Do you ever ask me for a tip?
No. I think this is more of a business setting.
Right.
And
I gave you the studio
any of the
free,
beers
but I say take care of the
I didn't know you were that hurting for money.
No, we're not hurting for money. We just do right. We do right by our friends.
Asshole.
The guy is sweating in his right tit under his right tit. And he's wearing a dirty fucking 20-year-old shirt. And he's going, I didn't know you guys were hurting for money. Like he's got a Rolex on,
and he's doing it in quotes, which is not a quote. I didn't know you were hurting for money.
No, it's not a quote.
Yeah.
He's such an idiot. Yeah, and it's not going to the company. It's going to guys that had to stay later than they usually do to fucking throw some bullshit together that you thought you could just do for free, which you did do for free technically.
I want to see him in September going, I'm your new teacher, John Melendez.
How about new teacher?
Yeah, I was going to say, we're better over the teacher part.
We'll be learning about science.
Some of you may know me from
a serious question. When he goes into a new class, how long before he tells them that he was on the Stern show.
Day one.
Day
one.
I wasn't thinking day. I was thinking how many minutes before.
Oh,
yeah, Mr. Melendez.
When he's doing the choke, when you're hearing the, it's from the Tonight Show. He puts all of his plugs at the bottom, or all of his you may have seen me.
This next teacher, you may have seen
coming to the blackboard.
His name tag is huge. John Melendez from the Tonight Show. It just goes all over.
Jesus Christ.
One hand against the other makes a great sound for your next subject, science.
You know Howard Stern's going to be like, John, you got to stop dropping my name for your science class. You're not allowed to drop my name.
We're covering chemistry. You know, I had good chemistry with Jay Leno.
At some point, he puts up an old Stuttering John and Friends comedy poster, but he puts kids' pictures over Artie, Bob, Florentine. You do good. You'll make it on the Stuttering John and Friends poster.
More of a business setting.
Right.
And
We
I
gave
think
you the studio
any
for
of the
free,
beers
but I
that
said take
Look,
care of the
I didn't know you were that
guys.
hurting for money.
No, we're not
The
hurting
next
for
time,
money.
you know what?
We do right. We do right by our friends. They do right by the guys. That's all.
How about you
That's
give
all he's
each
got
of
is
them
20 bucks. He pulled out a 10 and he's looking for another 10.
Yeah. The like giving each guy 20 is pretty insulting still.
Yes.
But at least like each guy that helped you that day should get a 20. Whatever, if he thinks 20 is a lot of money, but he's not even pulling 120 out. Like Bob said, a 10 comes out of his pocket and he's broke.
You guys got change.
Spoiler, spoiler. That's all going to go back into his pocket.
Right.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Spoiler.
Hey, don't you think the $10 bill when it came out, the guy on it was blinking? He's like, it's bright out here.
He's like,
I haven't seen light in a long time.
Jesus.
It's not for me. It's
I've been in the sock drawer for years.
I love that he pulled it out and he looked at it and he went, oops.
Perhaps Mr. Washington.
I didn't know you were that hurting for money.
No, we're not
The
hurting
next
for
time,
money.
you
You
know
know,
what?
we just
Take-
do right.
hey,
We
take-
do right
here's
by our
20
friends. They
fucking
do right by the guys. That's
Buy some
all.
more bullets for your fucking gun.
Yeah. It's not for me. It's
Here's
for the
your fucking-
staff.
He's gonna need
He's
him.
got $2.
Here's your $20 in.
And a lucky $2 bill.
All right, there's a 20.
Yeah.
And this is $20 for the fucking shitty beer you served me last time I was here.
Quite the stack you got there. What are those singles?
A retarded child would put money back in its pocket like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's all folded up.
Yeah. If strippers had pockets,
Crumble.
they'd put it in their pockets like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, they're not fucking. They're not Pocky.
Oh, look, he goes right for the jugular.
Those are
What has
20.
he got?
He's
20.
got $66.
Wow.
He's
Yeah,
splashing
right.
around on there.
I
no,
reached my
you
limit
called
on
him
the
out.
ATM.
You called him out for having singles, so he was like showing you to the camera. He's like, "No, there's 3 20s in my pocket. Look at this."
Yeah, like, no, I'm rich. Look.
Oh no.
I have 6 times that amount.
And that picture won't be on a 20 anymore.
Who's gonna be on there?
Fucking
John Melendez.
The 20 will be worth nothing.
Yeah. He's already inflated.
Yeah.
John's like, I don't remember this president having a beard. Oh, that's cat shit. Whoops.
Oh my God.
Senator John Melendez.
Right now, so where were we now?
Well, we were still talking about
I
this.
didn't know that, guys.
Not just the beer.
You have to tip.
I think.
Beer. I'm sorry.
I think the
I've done a
staff.
lot of television shows. I never had to tip.
John.
Yeah.
See, holy shit. Keep the
You didn't film your own television show after you were a guest on those television shows. Like, what's so hard to follow here?
Jay, you mind if I use the studio for a few minutes?
Yeah. At this point, we were renting out before COVID. We were renting the studio out when we had downtime.
Yeah.
People were coming in and recording their podcasts in there.
Yeah.
So we gave that time to John. He doesn't understand that.
Right.
And instead of just thanking everybody and tipping them, He pulls a shitty 20 out of his pocket for 3 guys. What is this, 1930? He thinks $20. Go get yourself a candy cane and birch beer.
Hey guys, go split a sandwich.
Yeah.
At this point, you and Keith have explained to him it's not about the beer. It's not about the beer. The beer's in the fridge. He keeps going, how much do I have to pay for this beer? It's like, no, John, it's not about the fucking beer. It's not what we're worried about.
Courteous.
It's all he can think about.
To the staff.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, his first thought was, I got the beer myself. Why would I tip them?
They're charging me for beer.
I walked and got it out of the fridge.
I had to twist the cap off.
Well, first of all, a normal human would say, I'd like to use your studio. How much would it be to rent it?
Right.
Right, exactly. No, he just expected.
Right.
I was worried about a tip. I was fucking a producer. He's a cop. Now he's producing a fucking television.
I'll try to.
Worried about a fucking tip. He's from Massapequa, which I'm from. It's the shittiest town in the world. And this fucking white trash wants a tip. When I'm on his show, supplying laughs, getting fucking subscribers, he wants a tip for a few fucking beers. Get the fuck out of here.
John, I think I can explain. All those, the other shows that actually work here on the wall, there's pictures of the staff. It's part of the whole thing that they produce and put the show on and tape it. Now,
he's already stopped listening to you. If you look
he's thinking up his next hysterical riff.
He's checked out.
Everything like that. You were taping one of your podcasts here, which is like we didn't ask for a studio rental because you're a friend.
Oh.
But you could throw the guys a few bucks for actually sitting there and doing the work on the equipment.
Exactly.
It didn't really have anything to do with the beer.
Instead, he threw his empties all over the ground.
Okay.
Nice.
Garrett, nice. It reminds me. You know what? My explanation reminded me of that scene in Galaxy Quest. Explain it to him as if he was a child.
Yep. Yeah.
I had to literally lay it out like it's not for the beer. See, we rent the studio. You got it for free.
Yeah.
And then Garrett fucking with the home run there.
Garrett.
Said he threw his empties all over the ground.
Okay.
Oh, yes. And they said they had to clean up after you, too.
Hey, Keith, let's go with your premise. So the 9 shows I've done.
Now it's 9. We're having a sale on my Cumia appearances. We're down to 9 now.
Look, I'll show you my punch card. I get a sandwich after.
Hold on.
Anthony, you should have made a movie, 9 Too Many.
Keith the Cop is now making up a premise that we all Let's pretend that what you're saying is actual reality. All right, let's go with that. Then Keith, fine.
Right. Everything you've said is true. Let's pretend it's true.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys wanted me, I came here. I took the bullet. When I did Anthony's show, I was on his show at the compound. Then you asked me, can we do another show? Down in the theater when we watch Columbo. Oh, believe me, my memory's better than yours. And then I say yes. So now you do me one favor.
This is John 101. After everything I've done for you, this is him.
Think putting him on the show and doing a special show in the theater and everything was doing a favor for me?
Of course.
Like that. He doesn't see that as maybe we were helping him out and putting him over?
No, he's bringing subscribers. Didn't you hear him yelling? He's bringing subscribers over.
All right.
Yeah, this guy's a needle mover.
Whoa.
Hey, by the way, Anthony, real quick, I called it a Gino show this week, so you owe me one. All right, keep going.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. You're right.
Oh, I gotta fucking tip you?
Not me. You just had to take care of the staff. That's what we discussed.
Well, but nobody told me I was going to take care of it.
I did, yeah. I said,
yeah, it's called being a decent human being. It's called a conscience.
But also, Keith literally told him, please take care of the staff.
Yes.
He literally told him that.
Quid pro quo, Stud Joe.
We discussed.
Well, but nobody told me I was going to take care of it.
I did, yeah. I said, dude, the studio's free. It's our gift to you as our friend. Just take care of the staff.
Okay, I'm
sorry. I gave them hugs. I thought you meant.
Like, be nice to them.
A tip, I said dumb legs in the fifth at Belmont.
When I said I had a better memory, I didn't mean I remember.
right.
Okay, thank you.
Here is
guys,
how
they
much you want?
apologize.
And how much you want? $1,000? Should I write you a check?
No, it's not to me.
You
It's
want a
to the
piece of
guys.
my fucking 401k?
They
keep this stick.
And he's like, this is 2017. He goes, you want me to write you a check? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, a check.
You know what they don't want? A piece of your liver.
No.
Useless.
No. Unless we're gonna make a new fucking strain of alcohol out of it, that we can do.
The bank ran out of ink in their return for lack of funds stamp on any check Stuttering John writes.
F in your pockets like so many nickels and dimes. You just want to be able to draw from the well.
They did. They did have the nickels from all the returns that John threw.
Whoa! Did you see what the fuck he just did? Did you see what he just did with his face? He went, whoa. It was a big one.
So many
Hold on.
nickels and dimes.
Nickels
What?
and dimes.
You just want to be able to draw from the well.
They
Nickel
did.
and dime me.
They did have the
Right
nickels
here.
from all the returns.
Oh.
Wow.
They did have the nickels from all the.
With his right tit sweating.
Oh my God! It's gushing. It's like
Dizzy
going on there?
is there a baby crying somewhere?
Holy
Why is his
shit.
tit so wet? It's
There's a fucking
unbelievable.
5G tower under the desk on that side. What's going on?
He's beatboxing on your show. Like 8 Mile.
Before, and they made their returns, and they got a couple dollars.
We got a multi-millionaire here, and they're worried.
In everybody's pocket, this fucking guy.
yes, he
Everybody's
is.
pocket. Oh
He's-
boy.
Got his periscope out. He's looking at everybody's funds.
Ferris got diver up.
But hold on. In John's defense, Anthony, why didn't you give Garrett a few extra bucks when John used your studio? Hours. I mean,
First of all, and more importantly, didn't know, didn't care.
Right. And he
I
was
love
paying,
the answer it's on you.
yeah, he was paying Brennan and not Levy at that time. So there was a lot going on.
Yeah,
Right?
$100 a week.
There's a lot of moving parts to this thing.
About one fucking thing.
John, I just heard that they did. They took back all your bottles, deposit bottles, and made thousands from what you were drinking out there.
Well, Keith,
I'm
I'm
trying.
sorry. I apologize. I
No,
love
it's
you.
to the staff, but thank you. I appreciate that.
I love Garrett. I love John. I have no problem with the staff. I even love
John,
Ben.
remember
Great
him?
time, wherever he is.
I love
Oh,
Anthony.
he's sucking a cock somewhere.
Ben did my website for my,
we did.
campaign. Yeah.
Yeah, for the campaign. How is
Oh, what is the website again for his campaign? What was it?
Melendez for Senate.
John Millett, Senator.
What was John
John
Melendez for Senate.com. We own that site. So it takes you,
You motherfucker.
yeah, it takes if you go to it, it takes you right to YouTube, to our YouTube.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
It's one of the early things we did.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're gonna hear about the hypocrisy of Anthony Cumia.
Ooh.
Now, we'll discuss this at length.
Oh no, Carl, what's coming up? You just took a big sigh. Is this
This is the funniest part because John is about to reveal that he would be the most corrupt politician in the history of politics. this is what he's running on, which is so funny.
I love it. I love it. Here we go.
So everyone, this is the hypocrisy of my
good
buddy.
politician?
Anthony
He's
Cumia.
rambling on, not answering the question.
Here is the hypocrisy of you. When I was at Anthony Cumia's house, we were down in the compound having a great time, which we always do. Anthony said to me, I swear to God, and if you deny this, then I'm going to call you a liar. He said, John, I'm so excited that you're running. I will support you. You told me that. And you said you would wear my T-shirt on your show.
Where's the T-shirt?
You got to donate, Anthony, and you get a free
Oh,
T-shirt.
God.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
If I ever said that, I was probably so drunk.
Or just trying
I
to
was just
leave.
being nice again.
Yeah.
Probably like, and I would never word it like that. I'm behind you all the way. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll support you, John. Like, who gives a shit?
Right.
But wouldn't he give you a T-shirt to wear? It's just for business.
It's not like Anthony goes, I hope to get booked on some shows later this month. I'll buy one of your shirts and maybe I'll wear it when I get on. It's his network.
Yeah, what's
give him a shirt.
Give me a shirt, dummy.
That's pretty cool.
What a moron.
Anyway, here's what I did. Here's what I did. Whatever drink was in my hand at the time that I had probably had 10 or 12 of.
Okay.
Blame it on the alcohol.
No, I wouldn't do that. Because then I'd have to blame everything on alcohol.
Wow, I didn't see that. Did you see that, Karl?
Hey, where did that come from?
I don't
know. Who's that fella?
Who's that? That's easy on the eyes back there.
Look at that.
By the
shirt.
way, I'm going to name drop real quick. I hope that's okay. I had Christian Blatt at my house this past weekend.
Wow.
And before he left my house, I gave him my Who Are These Podcast t-shirt. He didn't give me money for it. He didn't donate to my cause.
Son of a bitch.
I just thought it'd be
What
good
an
to
asshole.
give the guy a shirt. I just thought that might be good. Like a guy who has a show, give him a shirt he can wear that on his show. Might be a good thing.
Yeah, he doesn't even know how to promote himself when given the opportunity, and he's rarely given the opportunity.
Rarely.
Well, he knows how to how to promote 92.3, obviously.
Yeah, there he goes. He's promoting a fucking station that told him to go fuck himself.
Steel Toe sent me a sweatshirt. I didn't get an invoice for it afterwards.
Yeah.
No, same here.
Here, you can have a sweatshirt. You can wear it. All right.
At least you know there's no female cum on it.
Come free.
And I'm like, John, I'm so glad you're running. I'm so proud. I will support you 100%.
There you go. There you go. So
doesn't mean anything.
Do you think I actually like your platform and what you're running on?
Okay,
but as a friend.
See, Anthony doesn't know this is a game of chess. Okay, now let's go with that premise. Okay. Now, when Donald Trump was running, you said to me, "You know he's a fucking idiot."
I said
you said, but you will support him because he's anti-establishment. He's not the typical Washington.
Absolutely.
So then, going with that premise,
going with the fucking idiot premise. Hear me out.
Trump is.
But he's putting himself up to Trump. He's putting himself up
yeah.
there with Trump, and it's not even close.
I'm a third-party candidate. The dumb fuck party.
Why
He's
then
a
not
third party candidate?
He's a turd party. I love that.
I'm so pissed when I learned that the Democrats had the jackass.
me, who's anti-Washington, who's not in that fucking mold.
I think everything you
Plenty of mold on you, John.
Your platform is about is
He's anti-tipping.
He's anti-tipping.
Anti-tipping.
He's got the Jewish vote. I'll tell you that.
California Democrat fucking liberal shit that, like, I'll support you because you're a friend, but I hate all that liberal stuff.
Anthony, okay, but let me ask you a question. Now you got to, and I'm going to ask you guys this. Now let's go with the next premise. Now, I know the odds are against me. They have always been in my life. But if I won and I became a U.S. senator, your sexual harassment things are going to be gone.
See, this right here. What? This right here, where he's just like, by the way, if I'm elected, I am happy to be corrupt.
If elected, I will bury criminal charges.
Anthony, look at this. Look, rug. Boom. Please, look at that. That's what
It'll be a perfect phone call.
I will lose all of your dental prints so no one can prove you bit that girl. I'll break into your dentist's office like Watergate.
Hey, look at me. You can kill as many as you want. He goes, I got you. I got you.
Holy shit, dude.
Just buy a shirt and go nuts. That's all I'm saying.
Buy a shirt. That's all it costs you.
That's all it is. Your multiple rapes, say goodbye to them. Okay? And on.
Whatever you have. I love collusion.
I got 2 words for you, Cumia. Rape, schmape.
Harassment things are going to be.
Hold on, I gotta watch this pitch again.
Amazing.
I know the odds are against me. They have always been in my life. But if I won and I became a U.S. senator, your sexual harassment things are going to be gone. You'll never have a ticket. I'll be here to do your show as a U.S. fucking senator. I won't be following
Oh my God!
I demand an apology, Senator. On behalf of my client, I demand an apology, Senator.
Can you imagine the shit he would try to schnurr out of people as a senator? I mean, as a nothing, he has no shame. As
Will
a
you
senator,
at least agree that you were in my basement playing poker? Can you at least give me that?
Well, it's a great insight where he says that odds have always been against him. They were until he got on the Stern show. Then all of a sudden, people wanted him because of that. So he was, that's how he got the shit. It wasn't like nobody wanted him. They wanted him because of where he was.
Yeah. He's not the homeless guy with the great radio voice that somebody just found on the off ramp of a highway. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who, by the way, that person will be announcing at Who Are These Podcasts Live in Detroit, September 15th. Nice. WATP Live. Ted Williams is his name. Wow. WATPlive.com for tickets. He will be
Wrapped macaroni and cheese. You know you love it.
I'm excited to say he will be in our show. I can't wait.
Welcome. I hear he wants half the money up front, though. That's all of it.
Oh, no, he wanted all of it up front. He's just like John.
There's John. Look, you got it, John. You got it.
Oh,
that's a shame.
Odds are always against him.
He had it.
Here to support you, and I'll be a guest whenever you want. John, now think about the long-term picture.
And that's winning.
Let me clear the air here. And
hold on, can I just say real quick?
Sure.
It's not the long-term picture; it's the big picture. It's what he's
right.
say right there. Think about the long-term picture.
Right.
What do you mean by that?
Mike, you got to add that to your list of incorrect sayings. We're up to like 14 pages of this list.
He goes, John, you're brilliant. This is all brilliant.
This is all brilliant. Yes, I know.
On any sexual harassment charges in my life.
Oh, didn't you
ever?
Someone said you pled guilty to that strangling thing.
No, that was
that strangling thing.
Motherfucker. Can you believe this fucking guy? You pled guilty to that strangling thing. Oh, yeah. I'm the fucking East Side Strangler.
I would love to see him at some congressional hearing going, all right, let me ask you this. Were you involved with that thing or whatever? The senator yields. Thank you.
Violence charge.
I'm sorry.
Which was pled down. I did not do any of it. I had to plea bargain.
Now I'm having to explain.
Did I not support you by bringing this up on the air after it happened? Am I not a friend?
Now I got you off the hook for these charges. Now what are you gonna do for me?
What up, Kafer?
How
you doing, pal? Good to see you.
My friends would, knowing who I am.
Okay, wait. Stop. No.
Oh, hold on. I got to go back to the pits. You got to see
who I am.
First of all, you can just see how dark it is right now.
Yeah.
Look. Look. It's like, it's a new species under that thing.
Stop. No, let's just analyze what he said.
The whole ecosystem.
Why analyze? I not support you.
I love that. He goes, let's analyze what he said. And Ed goes, well, I didn't even finish.
That doesn't matter.
This is great.
What he said.
Why I didn't finish.
Did I not support you? He said, yes, I would hope my friends would.
Yeah.
Now, I'm running for senator of the great state of California.
Ugh.
I would hope my friends.
I did. I said I would support you.
You see how it should go both ways?
I did say
it's called quid pro quo.
Yeah, what did I say that gave him this indication that I'm not supporting him at this point?
Because you were like, you got real with him and you're like, I'm not gonna.
I told him I don't agree with anything he fucking says politically, but you're a friend, so I support you. What more does this fucker want?
And you donated?
No.
Why not?
Not yet. When's the election?
I need the money. I gotta buy bumper stickers.
Let me hope.
I need refrigerator magnets.
He needs a working fridge, is what he needs.
He's got refrigerator maggots.
He hangs them on the inside.
Yeah, buddy. What's up, Joe?
Can we get to some more of these chats, please?
Yeah, let's do a few more chats. I know they're piling up. Be nice to Mike, $4.99 from Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Block him. He's a troll. Heroin. I heard this episode almost made Anthony go back to tin knocking. $4.99.
Yeah.
Gag Swag, Brandon Network, $2. Redmatic, $4.99. Anthony, what was easier, laughing at John's shit jokes or ignoring Tree Fort Richard?
Well, at least Tree Fort Richard, if I didn't ignore him, I would have gotten a blowjob out of
it. He's absolutely auditioning for Artie's chair. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Full of energy. He thinks he's being hilariously funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Leave the russet out of this hash. Thank you. Frank, $49. Boom. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, buddy. We can't forget the shirtless boys in the back. Tiff, thank you, my dear. They're amazing tonight. John gives people ringworm and scabies as a tip. $25. Thank you, Spectre. Been waiting for you all to watch this video together. Love all of you. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Getty. Any update on the signed posters from the live show? I have yet to be contacted. You will be contacted this week. We have emails, and they're going out this week. So check for your email from one of us.
I do remember signing something.
Yeah, exactly. Can you sign this for me?
God, that's good.
Yeah. Now it's tatted on his chest, his signature. I fucking love you, Anthony.
God damn.
We laughed our asses off.
He wants to come on the show so bad.
Oh, I know.
My last appearance, I offered them to send him the Zoom link if he wanted to come on too.
Oh,
it'd probably be the easiest way to get him out of the studio. If we do have him.
Yeah. It could only be funnier than this.
Exactly. You haven't had some heavy lifting days in a while, man.
No,
get back into this thing.
A breeze. I love it.
I'm finishing. I pled guilty to a plea bargain, which ended up being a violation, which is not even a ticket.
Wait a minute. Did he take that $20 back that was out there?
It's sitting right there, I think.
Yeah.
He's moving it closer and closer to himself. It's like the Golan Heights. He's getting a buffer zone there.
I'm finishing. I pled guilty to
there it is. Back in the pocket.
What happened to Garrett's tape? What a piece of shit.
Wow.
Holy fuck, what a piece of shit.
Oh my God.
Wow. He couldn't fucking leave it out there. Oh.
He pulled out less money than anybody wanted and then pulled it back.
And I was too distracted acting as my own lawyer to notice.
Yeah. It's like you're splitting a check and everybody had like $30 meals and one guy puts $5 up and then goes, you don't need it. And then just takes it back up. You don't need it. Okay.
He didn't have a Coke.
Look at this sad person.
I can't believe he did that.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it is. That is John summed up in a movement right there.
A ticket because it was all bullshit, and I didn't want to go to trial on a he said she said when my recorders in my house.
Now you're
I'm off and running. He's got me on a fucking tear. I'm like fucking what was his name? Fucking comedian back in the 50s.
Oh, Lenny Bruce?
Yeah, Lenny Bruce. Don't come out on stage and just start reading court transcripts to the audience about his indecency charges. Right. And why am I pointing at the show prep, which is probably some black issue, like it's my fucking transcripts? Could you read that back, please? Read it back. The stenographer needs to read back.
Oh my God!
He's got me all agitated.
You're on the stand all of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a sudden now I'm defending my fucking honor to the likes of Stuttering John.
But it's disappeared, by the way. They disappeared.
Well, Anthony,
Cops took them and then they disappeared. So I wasn't going to go through that. So yes, I pled guilty. Did not do any of it.
Anthony. Yeah. Now I'm going to just say two things.
And I would hope, as a friend, knowing me as long as we've known each other, that you could tell by
Anthony,
who I am that I wouldn't do that. I
Anthony,
don't do that.
Did
shit.
I not say this on this show and on my own podcast that you are innocent?
One that you did here when you didn't pay the staff.
I had to turn a screw into this fuck. He brought the whole thing up.
Look at that shit-eating grin he's got on his face.
Love it.
He knows that one hurt. He knows that one got him good.
My show.
Oh,
You should be doing a Coke commercial when it tastes that good after you say something.
Yeah. That was the greatest sip of Coke I've ever taken.
I not say that I supported you, that I believe you, and
Absolutely did.
I mean, so obviously I was just kidding around before.
Oh, a joke. Well, now let me start. He tells a joke. I'm supposed to identify it as a joke and not get mad.
Yeah.
Wasn't a joke about John, and it's heroin addict, pocky face, asshole. Oh, really?
Here's the difference.
Oh,
Yeah.
please, enlighten me.
I'm here with you right now.
Is that the
You do it when I'm
punishment?
sitting.
what did I do to deserve this gift? Oh my god!
No. Oh. I didn't remember like that. I kind of unloaded a little bit on him about this.
I mean, you could only what's oh that's his alien finger, or is that Tommy
Alien.
in the background?
Coward goofs on somebody when they're not here. No, like
like the guy who blocks everybody on Twitter.
No, the guy that's doing it right now to somebody that's not there.
Yeah, to Artie. Yeah, he started off.
He started on Anthony, right, Artie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
look, if I'm with you here, right, and I'm goofing.
Or are you just goofing on Artie, who isn't here?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank God.
It's done the same to me. I'm just having you back.
You just said a coward goofs on someone who's not here.
Right, I'm a coward then.
Holy
No, but he's
shit.
gonna be here.
Well, we hope.
We hope he's gonna.
Have we heard any word?
Yeah, a little bit of traffic. You'd be right here.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of
Drug
traffic.
trafficking.
That Chinese food.
I'm stuck in drug traffic. You haven't seen it. It's all over the place.
Meanwhile, he's down the hall. He's like he's in the building. He's not in traffic at all.
Traffic, that elevator.
There's an overturned heroin bag over here. I can't get by it. Stuck in
let me
drug traffic.
let me get in the chopper and get a look at this from above. See what's going on.
I'm sorry. I'm standing in lines right now. I can't get in.
Up to my ankles in lines. I'm gonna have to get back to you.
Oh, gee. I cannot see this going well once he gets here
Nazi.
with the likes of that.
No, hey, here's the truth. Here's the truth, Anthony. First
There
of
we
all,
go. Here's how you know there's bullshit coming when he goes.
Here's the truth.
Here's the truth.
Yes.
yes, I don't mind you goofing on me and shit. It's just when it gets personal.
But we
Hold
don't
on,
get
hold on. Can you let
Movie?
me finish now? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Melendez.
Hi, as the future senator of the great state of California, I have to just say
I'm
one.
looking into the wrong camera.
When Artie Lang was doing 5 hours on me with every freaking friend of mine that I thought I had, Jackie the Joke Man, Steve Grillo, Jim Florentine, Gilbert Godfrey,
Wikipedia.
every show for an hour, he goofed on me.
He was not included in the certified list of candidates
And it,
for the
in one
election.
show, Steve Grillo.
Spoiler alert.
Which is, he's almost, he should be wearing a hockey helmet. Steve Grillo decided to goof on my fucking kid. And that's.
See, no one goes there.
That's off limits to me.
Except me.
Yeah, this was young Anthony.
Hey, look, this is how Russia and Ukraine used to talk. Now look.
I get that completely.
And it became where, like, I'll kick your fucking ass if you do that. You know, so Steve Grillo decided to goof on my kid, and my kid doesn't want that.
I get you.
And I don't want that.
I agree.
There's certain lines you don't cross, according to John. Oh, by the way, Jackie had a stroke. Did I mention that? Yeah. Fucking John. Love when he lectures people.
Yeah.
110% on that one.
So Artie called me after our little Twitter war, and he apologized. And I said, I go, Art, I go, you could have edited it out. It wasn't a live show. And he didn't. And he apologized. And that's it. I love Artie. Artie's my friend.
Sure.
And I hope this could be kismet. Now, you're going to probably try and make it a big war here.
Kismet.
Yeah, it doesn't even mean kismet. That doesn't make sense.
No. But Bob just doesn't know what it means anyway.
Yeah.
That's why.
It sounded odd.
That's why he's stumped.
It's a place on Fire Island. It's near the pines where the gay people hang out.
If Bob were to say he used that incorrectly, my head would explode. If he knew what kismet meant and knew how to say it, yeah.
It's a safe bet, though, saying any word he used incorrectly. So you're probably right.
Every word that comes out of his mouth sounds wrong. It just sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Can we just back up, though? How do we even get to this place? So Anthony goes, listen, we're all busting each other's balls. What's your problem? And then he goes, my kids. Like, where did that even come from? And it was out of nowhere. No one was talking about his kids. He always brings it up. That's the funny thing. He was calling me out for saying that his kids were losers. The reason why I said that is because he brings up his kids all the time. So I'm like, those kids sound like losers. I don't bring up his kids. He does.
Yeah, you're basing an opinion off of something that he talks about over and over again.
Yeah, all the time.
How are you the asshole?
How did he get to his kids from this conversation? Does anyone
understand that? And he didn't. And he apologized. And that's it. I love Artie. Artie's my friend. And I hope this could be kismet. Now, you're going to probably try and make it a big war here.
I would never do that.
He came in ripping Artie apart.
Yeah,
and now he's like, oh, Anthony, you're going to make this into a thing.
I'm the one. I'm the one that's going to make a war.
Like, he started. It'd be like if Germany was just like, oh, you guys going to call this World War II now? Joe, just because we're invading France?
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's upset now with us? What the fuck?
Oh, you're going to be one of those? Oh, okay.
I'm not the guy. I don't like the war thing. We had like who was on here? Kevin Brennan and Artie. They had like a beef going, and it ended up great. I don't like the war or
Kevin
battle
Brennan
or
had a
anything
beef
like
with someone?
Yeah, can you believe that? Kevin was angry back in those days.
Yeah. That's not the Kevin I know.
No. Guy's a saint, heart of gold.
Like people talking shit out. That's it. Talking shit out. Senator Melendez.
So you say it with freaking like you're goofing on me.
Senator John.
I called him Senator Melendez. You're goofing on me. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
It's retarded to think that you're ever going to be a senator.
John, it's absurd. It's absurd to think you'd be a senator. You're a drunk.
The only thing more absurd than that is to get upset about it. That's the only thing that is more absurd than thinking you should be addressed as a senator.
I'd have more faith in Senator Blutarsky from the end of Animal House than I would Senator fucking Melendez.
Yeah, that makes sense to me more than John. Right.
You know what, Andy? I'm not going to help you when I'm governor.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, dude, be a county executive first. Like a senator, there's only 50 senators. Jesus Christ.
I'd be an alderman, but I don't know what it means.
Comptroller, don't make me laugh. Get out of my
comptroller. But I'm out of control.
John Spittle gifted 10 more memberships. You're the man, buddy.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Senator Melendez.
So you say it with freaking like you're goofing on me.
Senator John Melendez is senator in 2018.
Who's the congressman? Beetlejuice. It's funny, right? It's from Back to the Future. Right. You know that movie.
I laughed my ass off. Now let me just ask
that.
Ronald
Reagan is president. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Now
he won't even laugh. It's a great reference.
It's a great reference. It's hilarious.
He's just waiting to talk.
That's it.
Is this guy a freaking moron or what? Before,
I would hope you'd ask me a few things. We have a lot of time here.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You're a multimillionaire, self-proclaimed one.
I don't think you can be a self-proclaimed multimillionaire.
You either are or you aren't.
I am now a multimillionaire.
So, according to you, there was a channel called the Opie and Anthony channel on Sirius.
It's like me saying, John, you're a self-proclaimed idiot. No, you are an idiot. It's fact. It's verifiable.
Look at his face. It reminds me. You know that video of Chris D'Elia's face when somebody says,
"Oh,
the Snapchat videos don't delete."
That is the greatest.
When you just said you can't be a self-proclaimed millionaire, John's face. Look at him. He goes, "Oh, you can't? Oh, I've been saying it for years now. What?"
Because then wouldn't he say he was a self-proclaimed millionaire? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a millionaire, self-proclaimed. Yeah, you can't put self-proclaimed millionaire on a fucking form for a loan. You need to really be a millionaire.
Multi-millionaire. Yeah. You're either one or you're not.
Yeah. Well, I've heard you say you made a great living when you had your few with Opie.
You did.
You have millions.
Some
of
good
dollars.
investments.
I've been in your house. It's fucking a mansion.
Love it.
Yes, and why not? Are you a fan of Dianne Feinstein?
No.
So why not?
Are you a betting man?
Are you a betting man, Anthony? Are you a fan? He knows nothing about you, your show, your like for a guy who's
asked me.
Yeah, for a guy who's in politics supposedly and running for an office.
Yeah,
you would think you'd know what shows you're going on. And are you a fan of Dianne Feinstein?
Fan of Dianne Feinstein?
Yeah.
Do you like Chuck Schumer?
News for you, Anthony's not a fan of anyone with the last name Feinstein. All right, doesn't matter what their first name is.
At least Larry Fine had the common courtesy to knock that Jew part off.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm warning you. Hey, I'm Larry Feinstein over here. I'm warning you.
Yeah.
Why not? Because I'm
gonna like. That's like Heinrich Himmler, though, going, "Are you a fan of Hitler? Get me in there."
See, take it right to Nazis.
Hey, you write what you know. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Come on.
I don't mean Nazi-wise. I mean,
you're a friend. You know, all I'm going to do is commercials, like trying to, like, you know, denounce freaking Feinstein and De Leon.
Yeah. Well, in a primary.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if you make it to the big.
I love that the guy's running for Senate and you have to explain to him
how it works,
how all of this works.
You're not putting out ads for yourself before you really kind of get to the primary.
Dance. Then you're going to have to go against a Republican who wouldn't win anyway.
Well, no, it'll be a runoff. It's just the top two.
Top two.
Yeah, so they could both be Democrats.
And California, it's obviously a Democrat's going to win. Well, doesn't matter.
Oh, here he is. Here's my buddy. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that. But I'm trying to say.
It really is what he's trying to say. I think he got this idea once he learned that you could, you know, request donations and shit.
Right. I'm building my war chest.
How great would it be for your show if you?
I said as a senator.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no!
Thank God.
As a senator, I will support you as a friend. Oh, look at this.
What are you paying for? Is he tipping for beers too?
Nothing changed. I'm late.
I gave Artie money for drugs.
Oh, okay. He was
the
just
day
paying me back.
before, and he always paid me back his drug money.
Yeah.
After he bought his drugs, he got money and then gave it back to me. I appreciate Artie.
Hey kids, if you're gonna do drugs, be responsible and pay who you owe what you
be
owe.
honest.
Fucking drug addict.
Yeah.
Paid me back, took the money out, didn't put it back in his pocket, promise. And Stuttering John is a skinflint who won't even give fucking the staff money. The out of control drug addict pays his debts.
And look at John. He thinks it's going to be so great now. Artie doesn't know anything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
And
here we
even
go.
Artie on his worst days was a great tipper. I've been on the road with him.
Yeah.
I know the guy.
Yeah,
He's threw money at everybody.
Artie loves to be loved. That's what it is. I mean, drugs did that. It's all the insecurities. So that's why he's beloved by everybody. He tips like a motherfucker. He'll loan people money because he just loves being loved because he feels he's a piece of shit. That's really what it is. I feel I'm a piece of shit. So if someone tells me they love me, it's a great feeling. So I'm just going to do everything I can for people. Now, on the opposite end of that spectrum is John. I don't know I'm a piece of shit. I think I'm awesome, but I am a piece of shit. So I don't have to do anything for anybody. It's an amazing dichotomy.
Boom!
So he'll keep doing piece of shit things.
Yeah, right. So he'll keep doing piece of shit things. You're right, Mike. Yeah.
Yes.
What the fuck was on your hand, by the way? It was a little slippery.
I visited Harvey Weinstein.
Oh God!
Oh, look at how disgusted Artie is.
He has nothing to do with this embrace.
Artie's probably sucked dick for drugs, and this is more embarrassing, disgusting, and dehumanizing for him.
This is closer to sexual assault than anything that you did.
Yeah, exactly.
The fact that he wants to get you off the hook for something, maybe you should look for Congress.
Artie's so high he doesn't even. Artie's so high he doesn't even feel the knife in his back right now.
Oh. I think I took a Sadie Hawkins picture at a dance like this in this pose for the fat chick.
What are you doing? I want to come by the gig. When are you doing the gig?
It's tomorrow night and 2 shows on Saturday at Governor's Brokerage. Artie, I'd love for you to come.
I'm doing Madison Square Garden.
Brokerage Comedy Club.
I go. Yeah, I go.
If I could, I would like to take this opportunity to remember Artie's nose while it was still kind of on his face. A banana, my Artie's nose.
Hey, skull.
He's like
skull to Artie's nose.
Voldemort now.
Artie's
nose. Artie's nose. School.
We love you. We miss you.
Yes.
Love you, miss you.
We hardly knew ye.
I'm going. I need a mortgage car.
My buddy Vinny's hosting the show that night.
It's a college fun tour.
Are you going to come?
Yeah, I'm definitely going. My buddy Vinny's hosting that night.
Which show?
I might go.
Was that the show?
Yeah, that was the show that you went to, and then you gave your first line in the review when you got back was plenty of parking. Right.
Wow. Okay, so this is like kind of the last. There wasn't an 11th appearance. Is all.
No, this was the start of it all. This was because then he went in episodes yelling back at you.
Yes.
And then you guys made up. Believe it or not,
10
after
minutes,
this,
I do remember.
then,
we tried to bury
and then you had a falling out again.
Well, that'll happen with John. What are you
we got to make what's that Michael Jordan documentary? What is it? The Last Dance or something?
Last Dance, yeah.
We got to do a Last Dance series with Anthony on all of the John stuff.
The John shit.
Just make like a 10-part mini series.
Oh, Vince is in here.
Where's Vince?
There he is.
I don't
near the top.
Oh, there you go. How many WAP Vinnies are associated with this show? Just you, buddy.
There he is.
Just you.
The deal maker.
Counselor.
Sold out show.
Oh,
Here it goes.
Oh, I'm busting your shot. Does Anthony know the story about Scott the engineer with what he agreed to do? With me and you laughing in the
Oh God, yeah. I don't know if you know.
I don't know if
Scott the engineer, you know him from Stern.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, he was so desperate for money. This came up as a joke.
I have to point out right now. I'm sorry to interrupt. We'll let it play, but so Artie has come in being John's friend.
Correct.
So this is a very important thing to notice right here is that John came in guns blazing. He's fighting everyone. Artie comes in late and he's just like, hey, buddy, remember when we were on the Stern show together? We were doing all this stuff. So Artie's trying to be John's friend.
Yeah.
It goes very south.
I love it.
He's setting him up for success on the show.
Precisely, yes.
With something they can riff on and laugh about.
As a good co-host would. Yeah, here's
that
my
was
guess.
really
I know this
nice
guy.
of him. Here's a story we both know. We could probably bat it back and forth. Anthony's the guy that doesn't know the story, so you get my initial reaction to the whole thing, and that's kind of how storytelling is supposed to work.
Yeah, a little bit.
If I may speak of myself in the third party.
Right.
Well, I never followed those rules.
I'm a rule breaker.
Rule breaker, like the submarine guy.
$150,000. My hand to God, my father's grave. He agreed to do this. Howard was going to try to sell out Giant Stadium and put like a porta john with like a curtain around it. Yeah, Lexington Steele, the black porn star, fuck him in the ass with a rubber, and you just saw Scott's face coming out of the black thing.
The guy's about a foot and a half.
I mean, literally.
Oh yeah.
So at Giant Stadium, definitely agreed to do this, and me and John started doing his head going. And it was at the point where like two kids in school, me and him would look at each other and just go like this. And Scott, I said, Scott, you got to check with your family. You had a 16-year-old son in high school.
Oh God!
Yeah, that's where it went south. But by
Dude,
the way,
this is first of all, this reminds me of how fucking funny Artie is. He can tell a story, and it's so goddamn fucking funny. Just the way he conveys a story.
Yeah,
you were watching the whole show with John. His inability to tell an entertaining tale, and now Artie sits down for 2 seconds, and everyone's compelled and just wants to hear what Artie has to say. It's amazing.
Has anyone considered that this appearance by John and his armpits is why Artie decided to get rid of his nose? Good point, Roy.
If thine eyes deceive thee, pluck them out. If thy nose offends thee.
Jersey. So I go, John, there's no way he's going to agree to it, but we have 24 hours of thinking this might happen.
Yeah.
Took a cab home together, and we never did anything except when I asked John for the money, and he said no.
There you go. All right.
What a shock. Surprise, surprise. At least the guy's consistent. I'll give him that.
Cheap fucking John.
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to tip you for a ride somewhere. Oh.
When my mom drives me somewhere, I don't tip her.
You believe this guy? I'm used to being driven to the Tonight Show for free.
He was on one side of the cab. I'm on the other side of the cab. We didn't say a word the entire cab ride. Like this.
Now that was like one of the best.
He came home, went home. His son was like crying.
Of course.
And he was already trying to get shit, and he couldn't do it because of the family.
Of course not.
The only reason was because of the family.
I thought he agreed at first, and then he reneged.
Yeah, he said, "I'll do it for
reneged again."
Well, it wasn't. He agreed to it, and then he came back. I'll never forget this. He came back and he said, "So I was talking to my wife about it."
Oh, no.
Yeah, and he goes, she thinks I should get extra for every minute I last past the time you said.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and one of my favorite moments is they were talking about how they see like a Rocky training montage of Scott practicing, and getting ready. And he's like, and at one point he goes, what if this thing doesn't happen? And you just hear Fred go, I was up to a Pepsi can. It was like 4 days of the greatest
Holy
radio
shit,
ever.
that is fantastic.
Like almost a Ralph Cramden. I'm the king of the house. I say I'm going to get fucked in the ass, Alice. I will get
His ass will get crammed in.
If I say it, a colored porn star.
Oh, he tried.
He crowbarred in a horrible joke while Artie crushed him.
Oh, he tried a joke. Well, at least he
fuck
tried.
me in the ass. I am getting fucked in the ass. I'm the king of the house.
Baby the moon, Alice.
We're gonna be.
Norton's coming with me.
We're gonna be getting fucked in the ass on Park Avenue.
I want to get a black and go.
Maybe stuck my ass for a manhole down at the sewer.
And that's bigger than you. I got a friend Harvey that's bigger than you.
Hey, everybody's having Harvey. Everybody's having fun. Everybody's enjoying themselves. No issues.
Good time. Good time.
Anyway, after that, you just have to watch my friend Louie jerk off. And you can...
How the fuck do you need money that bad that you're willing to get fucked in the ass by a black porn star with a giant cock?
You have to make him black.
I don't know.
I guess if he was white, would you do it?
If he was white, well.
Artie. Goddamn Artie, man.
Well,
What color cock matters?
Now, what's the price? Now I'm willing to negotiate it.
Assy color.
It'll only be seeing red after that, though. That's for sure.
Attell had a great joke where his dick would always try to get in the club, and the two balls were like the bouncers. I can't remember. It's better than what I just said.
Hey, Artie.
He's so good.
To do to this day is go. If I hadn't seen him for 50 years, I saw him.
Well, the other
50 grand.
That's tragic.
After taxes.
After
This is post his fight, and can't be doing a year.
yeah.
What's he got? 180 G's or something?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
And a crying son that just fucking hates him.
Who's picking up the AZT at CBS?
It would be fucking
Scott.
Oh, really?
His son.
Scott's son would be.
I'm saying he was crying.
Hey, John, let me
Forgot
explain.
the whole point.
And John's lost.
Oh,
This was his story. This was his story. This was his thing.
God.
And he's like, "Who are we talking about?"
Justin, I was trying to get their attention to get me a beer. So
Of course.
I mean, I just don't know what to do. This is an intervention for John. This is the 5th podcast we've been on where you're loaded.
There it starts, right?
You're not?
No.
Are you okay?
No,
You look great, by the way. You're always thin.
Yeah, I'm jet lagged. I just got in yesterday.
Of course, that's
Of course.
Of course, that's it.
Listen to
I
this.
got a K-Rock shirt that fits. I don't.
This is in Howard's book. It
Is it-
still fits me.
Wait, did you read Jackie's book?
No.
You know he's got a book out.
I know. In fact, I told Jackie I would promote this. Everyone get Joke Man's Bow to Stern. It's on Amazon. I love Jackie.
The pun that we heard, I guess, you know how that pun is? I think Jesus got frankincense, myrrh, and that joke.
Wait, is that?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I like how John goes, "That's an old line." John goes, "That's old."
Oh God! Holy, that's brutal.
So John's excuse was he's jet lagged. He got in yesterday from LA. I don't know if you guys have ever flown from New York to LA, but it's not that difficult.
It's not that bad.
You
You're
can
not
kind of like,
crossing-
you can kind of do the rest of your day after you land. It's not a big deal.
You're not in Australia, after 5 hours.
Yeah, you name your first book that, remember? The Buckwald story with you. Buckwald story. He wanted to put a book out, didn't check with Howard. Buckwald turned him into a shark.
The Atlantic deal.
Oh shit!
Signed the book deal already. I can't wait till you fucking.
You're gonna read a book?
Just brilliant.
I mean, just
Look at
understand.
him looking at his hand.
Yeah.
Little does he know that funny doesn't rub off. So
Yeah, he's looking for a joke there or something.
And if it did,
Holy
he'd do
cat
this.
shit.
Yeah. If he did, he would wipe it right off.
Oh God.
It's Vaseline.
Lotion.
Oh, jeez.
It rubs the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's told.
John woke up once and the cat had shit in the bed that he was laying in.
Oh my God.
And turned to the other side and went back to sleep. And so whatever was on Artie's hand grossed him out.
Yeah, that
And
grossed
he's gonna
him out.
Put that.
you know, it was sad. The piece of shit was more upset sleeping next to John.
The shit turned over to the other side too.
He's like, how do I get this
All
guy
of
out
a
of the
sudden,
bed?
2 pieces of shit in the bed.
Hey, it's the Daily Double.
Yeah. Cat just said, "Oh shit! Now I'm gonna have to change the sheets." Great.
Right. I don't change. This is an actual.
Oh my
quote.
God.
I don't change the litter box until I can smell it.
I don't
That is a
change the
quote.
litter box until I could smell it.
There we go. It's not AI.
Oh.
It was him saying that. Go ahead, Joe. Put up a few more super chats. Yeah, we did that one. Yeah, because Anthony's so easily manipulated.
Yeah, that's it.
Transamped and homeless, meth mags, hashtag daughter, Brandon Network, $2.
Wow.
Brandon working hard tonight. He drank all of the compounds beers and didn't replace them.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, that's what alcoholics do. Anthony nearly contracted Joe DeRosa syndrome from carrying John. Anthony had 20 years experience pretending the guy sitting next to him was funny and talented. And he drove
Fucking Melmo. Look at that from Chicago.
Man,
I game with Melmo on Call of Duty. It was just playing.
I wonder what that's like. Maybe one day I'll.
Oh, I know, right? I'm a piece
That's fine.
of it.
I get it.
Well, maybe if you fucking, I'm trying
have
to.
you donated? Have you donated to my Call of Duty one?
I could use like a better rifle.
Even that Red Letter Media guys wouldn't even touch it. That's how bad that
Wow.
movie is. One too many. Yeah. Didn't Stuttering John criticize Artie for that raspy laugh after he told a joke? Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of his claim to fame
Does
that
all the
he
time
upset.
now.
Right. Ray put up $42 in empties and $300 in government cheese to get Stud Joe. Amazing show tonight. All of our faves. Don't tell KB I sent this. Your secret's safe, Dave Lane. I've got it so bad. Snot for teacher. He's mad because that's the money his mommy gave him for the bus and the lunch that day. Yeah, $5 John Spittle. Brandon Network, $5 class. I'll be your creature. Anyone know the third row of the Tonight Show? I was done a hostess. 3 pounds. All right.
Fucking load you on the back. Well, first of all, Anthony, I will say this, and Artie knows this. When Artie was on the show, Artie was by far my closest friend.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, when I told anybody that I was leaving the Tonight Show, Artie was the guy, and you know this. I kept the secret. Yes, but here's the funny part about that:
the secret that they were friends, that they were close. The Tonight Show.
Everything John says to you, like, remember you did this or said that or whatever, it always is answer like, well, I kind of suggested that. You always got to kind of skirt around it.
Well, there's a way to tell a story where you go, oh, like Anthony, you remember you were there, and you're like, yeah, and you want to get into that story. The way he says it, it's almost like you're guilty of something. Where he's like,
he puts it
hold on,
you.
no. Anthony said I was better than Jocktober. He said that. You don't even deny it. I'm better than Jocktober. You said that.
He puts it on you, and then you feel compelled to argue to get out of what he put on you. It's the worst way to fucking try to make friends.
Carl, that was 100% on the money.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
So Artie and I had a bet.
You guys have a funny part of this?
Artie and I had a fucking bet. That's right. That he can't hit a female softball pitcher.
A baseball overhand.
Yeah. So
now, like with your fist?
Like going over it. People really, his underhand is
yeah. Artie knows that I'm leaving in March, and this bet will happen in April or May. So the whole time we have like a $2,000 bet. The whole time on Stern, he's going, John, you put your money down now.
Right, because
he's
going to leave. Yeah.
Artie, why?
Amazing. Somebody else thinking John's going to skip out.
Yeah,
exactly.
Just like the show.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's got this reputation. Why would you trust him?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Either way, money is not changing hands. I just won 10 grand. But the sponsor, who I believe was Snapple, said, Artie, if Artie wins, we'll give him the 10 G's, but he has to put it on roulette, red or black, the whole 10 grand. So if he wins, he gets 20. If he loses, he has nothing.
Yeah.
So I go in there. I never felt like a rock star more in my life. The entire place was packed. There wasn't a nook and cranny on the fucking carpet. So he says, what are you going to do? I said, my favorite person of all time is Mickey Rivers, and he's black.
Mickey Rivers.
Put it on black.
Make the quick.
Okay, listen to what happened. I put it on black. Green comes up.
Come on.
You know what green is?
Yeah.
There's 2 greens. If I put it on green, I would have won $800,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nobody gets green.
No one.
Yeah, I used to deal roulette. Green is
terrible.
It is the Halley's Comet of the roulette wheel.
Yes. Yeah, and if some dummy, but it seems like every time some dummy comes in and puts a whole stack his life savings on red or black, that fucking green comes up. And you would think Artie, being who he is, if you're getting 10 grand for nothing, you do something silly like put it on green.
Yeah.
And that would have been astounding, but
oh my God.
Still a good story. Of course he lost.
Of course.
I put it on black and it came up green.
Oh, mother.
Technically, I should have went again. Think about it, because black or red didn't come up.
Yeah.
Not according to Snapple.
No.
So I ended up broke. And then something didn't cover the Knicks.
All that and fucking green comes up.
Fucked 11 strippers.
All right.
The best is the adjustment after.
yeah. He does the little the Rodney thing. Hey,
yeah,
lemon strippers, okay? You fuck them.
He's like, you just want it all in at a poker hand, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So you left the win. You left the win. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Doesn't it spell winner?
Holy fuck.
I mean, Anthony, you got your work cut out.
Oh, I do. I'm trying to. Now I gotta be like, oh, is he gonna get back on my Is he going to lean back like that? We don't hear him.
Is he going to keep doing 360s in his chair?
Yeah, just spinning in the
Away
chair.
from the microphone. Yeah.
Every day during the Artie and Anthony show was just a study in anxiety and nerves.
Much like the viewers, you didn't know what you were going to get. Either.
Yes, I didn't know what I was getting.
You should have hired a boom mic guy just to stand there.
Just follow him around.
I got the same sweatshirt I had on John's last party.
Did you ever get the money from John?
What money?
No,
John, here's the thing. I fucking hate about John. He's touched by the gods. Okay, I lost in basketball. It was up to 15, right? I had her 12-5 and 14-9, and then the shots started coming up.
Gambler talk.
I thought the ref gave me shit. Howard said you're not going to score 4 points. $500 from Howard because I scored 4 points. John was a flat-out win or lose, so I lost the game because she kept getting foul shots. And Dicko over here won $500.
Oh my God!
And of course I gave him the money. Take it out of the Brooklyn Diner lunch where couscous is fucking $1,400.
This is a ripoff.
Who else is doing a couscous joke? Come on, give the man some love.
I'm doing with him, Colin Quinn, and fucking Jerry Seinfeld. I got the check. Oh. That's syndication doing it in Australia, fuckface.
The building for NEW was right above.
Look at John's posture right here. You see John's like this because Artie's explaining that every time they went to have lunch, John never paid.
Right.
This is a known fact, but when John talks about it, because I've been listening to his book, he explains that he paid all the time. But Artie's saying right now, I always paid for lunch. I'm paying this guy $500, even though I've given him way more than that in free lunches over the years. Yeah. And you can tell that John knows it's right because he's like this.
Oh, he's in defensive position right there.
Yep.
That is a classic body language of uh-oh.
Plus his mouth is shut. He isn't giving him any shit for this. He's silent. He knows he's right.
My last smoke said, look at his little finger. Look at his little finger. What is that?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like a
wow.
It's kind of pointing down.
Did he lose that in a landscaping accident?
I don't know. It's amazing. Every time you watch this guy, it's something new. You pick up something new.
I was with Norton. You weren't there that day because someone else was buying something. And I got a jet ski. I was buying a jet ski on 14th Street. Me and you didn't say a word to me.
Yeah, it was weird.
Me and Opie made out.
It was weird, but that
say a word to
place. I think I would get I'll have the chicken pot pie, and you get the check, and it's $110.
We went there every day, and John doesn't know what one thing costs.
That says it all, doesn't it?
I want to go there. You want to? I like the other diner where I
want it. Okay.
Is that a code for something?
What I'm about?
Let's go cut.
I like Anthony goes, cut your nose hair. Is that a code? Because you can't be serious to be a grown man and cutting your nose hairs at an eating establishment.
Yeah.
Some nose hair.
What I'm about to say actually happened. Okay, it's almost like Bill Curtis. What I'm about to say actually.
Look at him.
I love it.
I thought the most disgusting thing was someone shitting on a brick. The engineer getting the HIV virus from the black porn star.
Look at the shades, the different colors he's turning. This is unbelievable.
His face looks there in Total Recall when Schwarzenegger takes the helmet off.
He's on Mars, just ready to explode. I want to throw a salmon into his mouth. Teach him a trick.
I'm about to say it really happened.
It really did happen, Anthony.
At 11:30, they went to the Aspen Diner on 6th Avenue and 56th.
That's where I liked it. He was cheap there.
Okay, with the bubble thing coming up.
Shut the fuck up.
There he is.
Hey, there we go. Determination. Look, there he is. Jumping up.
He made a pop-up video reference, with the bubble coming up.
Yeah.
John can't just shut the fuck up and let Artie shine.
Yeah. He's fucking. All right, long story short, I'm on the phone. We have a 6-hour flight to LA because he booked a big gig, and John misses planes, so it's like watching a TV show. We might not get to LaGuardia. So I come back up from looking on the phone. He's this far from my face with a steak knife and a nose hair that's this big, and he's trying to cut.
Oh my God!
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I would never talk to that person ever again.
No,
Even if I
no.
worked with them, I would have nothing to say to that person
that is
ever again.
Fucking disgusting.
Oh,
Trying to be funny either. And she's trying to cut it. And it was like
when he
Jason
talks about his hemorrhoids, I can only
Yeah.
imagine one of his dingleberries. I'm sure he's got the steak knife out for that too.
Oh, what he tried to do there.
Oh, God damn
I'm
it.
surprised he didn't turn around and go, why didn't you stab yourself with the knife, Artie?
Yeah, right.
the roaches are playing Pitfall off his nose hair.
It was like when the two guys fucking Brokeback Mountain. You're like, whoa!
You look like Anthony was like this. This is Artie. He goes,
This is John's nose hair. He's a legacy from Harrisburg.
A legacy. Yeah.
I said, he's half Danish, half Puerto Rican. Did you get any of the Danish? Any of the Danish?
And thanks to Artie, John's appearance is killing now.
Yeah, now it's killing.
Right.
Right.
Soy.
that's my cousin
But which
Bastion.
one's driving it today?
Yeah, that's good to do during a show, John.
Yeah.
Just point to people we
yeah.
can't see or hear and
Point
explain
out people.
off
Remember
mic.
remember when Jay did that all the time from behind the desk? He'd point out in the audience and go,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's my brother-in-law." yeah, sure. What an
Tonight we
idiot.
got a great guest for you. We
There he is.
got
He's learned nothing from anybody he's ever worked for.
No, that's Bastion, my cousin. He's here from Denmark.
What's his name?
Bastion.
And they're here. I've got to drive my half Puerto Rican cousin. He had a few more Labatt's.
Looks like he should be. He looks like he should be holding a Panzerfaust in April of '45.
Another World War II.
Last month, Hitler patting him on the cheek.
Almost.
If I only had 1,000 just like you.
How many colors does it take to roof a house? 7 or 8 if you slice them thin.
Terrible old racist joke. God, where's Artie? I gotta hire him back.
I mean, look at John. He's shrinking right now.
Yeah.
Shrinking. He's like, guys,
Yeah.
I'm running for senator. Can we?
Yeah,
not
there's
talk
the
about
great
this?
senator from the state of California shrinking behind the desk.
Let me tell you something. If you watch this again, the senator laughs at the setup to this joke, which makes it even better.
The
Watch.
setup.
Good point.
What?
1,000 just like you.
How many colors does it take to roof a house? 7 or 8 if you slice them thin.
Well, he didn't get the punchline.
Yeah.
He didn't get the punchline.
Yeah, I like the color part.
The
But
joke
Diane
is,
Feinstein was
classic.
already like clipping that for her attack hand on
sure.
him. She's like, oh yeah, I got this
God,
guy.
right?
Would you vote for this? Would you buy a shirt for this from this man?
It's not. You're
laughing because I love
a senatorial candidate.
Yeah, maybe we'll
there you go.
You'll stop the racism and get to your place in show business.
When are you gonna come to my campaign? I'm just
I've done it for the last 15 fucking years.
What are you going to donate to my campaign? Oh, Marty.
That's all he wants. 2 people in the room.
Yeah.
2 people he asked.
Two people he knows have money, and
Yeah.
that's what he's hitting them up for.
How about use that
Look at
20
this
that
body
you just put in your
language.
fucking pocket.
Yeah,
Look at the body language from Artie here.
yeah.
He's literally putting his back to John. He
Oh,
wants
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
to do with them.
Look at that.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
basically-
look at that.
April and Steel Toe.
Yeah. Artie is not going to come. That's for sure.
Don't make it sound like I can't fuck.
Oh my God. No. Oh, that's hilarious.
This is the move of every drunk at a bar. They come up and they
Right.
come and touch you like that.
Real
Yeah.
hard, heavy hands. They're
Oh, get your
pulling
fucking
on
hand
you.
up. Look at
Oh.
that right tit.
It's just
Really fucking
Yeah.
extended.
gravity is
Yes.
not kind to that tit. You
John
know?
Melendez's big fucking tits.
When are you
John
gonna,
Hughes.
He's
He's
hammered.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Did you order a cab yet?
Get to your place of show business.
When are you gonna my gift?
I've done it for the last 15 fucking years. Still running for something?
Yes, I am.
You better start running for the fucking police station. What are you gonna be, Senator? Diane?
I'm gonna run.
Let's just calm down.
Senator Melendez, President Melendez,
I always thought you'd cut your nose hair in Washington.
Governor Melendez. I never wanted this for you.
I wanted you to have lentil soup with a nose hair and.
This was my favorite when you two would go on a fucking tangent and just do
Godfather
an entire movie.
Yeah.
Whatever that thing was you were talking about 2 seconds before.
Especially if it's shitting on John Melendez.
Yeah. Like now it's the Godfather's all about John's nose hair.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm drinking more Coors Light lately. It's good for you, Pop.
I gotta say, the 4 years that John was on the show, we did nothing but laugh. We did nothing.
I don't doubt it. Fucking what?
Artie was he was my partner in crime. We did the
Yeah.
shows.
Well, when you realized you weren't getting the chair, you were mad at me at first.
No, you keep saying that.
Put up the De Niro laugh. The De Niro face.
Not.
I gotta laugh. This is not what John looked like.
Oh, that's great.
Artie, I swear to God, I did not want the chair at that time.
At that time.
Not that time.
At that time.
I wanted the chair you're in now about an half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Right before you got here. Yeah.
Yeah, Artie took 2 chairs from him.
I know. Just like a fat guy to take 2 seats.
Gary said to me, John wants a chair.
No, that's you're gonna believe fucking that guy?
I don't know anybody yet.
Gary's the biggest
First
bullshit
of all,
in the
can
world.
somebody watch me shower.
Oh man.
The Milano cookie bit. He eats a bunch of Milano cookies and he stutters trying to tell me something about our flight.
Oh
I had
no!
a cake of Milano cookie, fucking my face. I was in the bathroom longer than fucking.
Nothing makes John happier than people reminiscing about how disgusting he is.
Yeah.
It's
That's
the
more
weirdest thing.
insulting than the shit he does get mad at.
Yeah, it's
And
a
he
weird
seems to
thing.
like it.
Like that army general was talking about all the trash in his car, and he's laughing. He's having the best laugh about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "That's your car. What are you talking? What are you laughing about?"
An AJ Benza.
He's making an Adobe wall on your cheek.
Dude, you took a shit on a JetBlue fucking airplane.
Sorry, I had a shit.
Yeah, but I don't know how you fit in the fucking bathroom.
I fit, believe me. You're the one with the long hair, and he falls asleep and here's my food. I'm sorry, he's Puerto Rican.
He still ate it though.
Your hair? Should have got the steak knife out from that.
One of the things that we did on the Stern Show, Artie and I, was we always just did the crowbar thing.
Well, that was more when you when everyone's talking and you can't crowbar in a joke.
Oh yeah.
Like when those,
Remember, like I would try and crowbar in a joke. Artie would go like this.
well, two funny chicks were in here.
Oh shit.
Just go to a gift shop in Rhode Island, you cunt.
A couple of chicks.
Not you.
Couple of
I
chicks.
remember that.
He had a Denmark cousin too.
Danish, you mean?
No. I thought you were gonna go to Dana.
No, female.
They were crowbarring him, but
No,
anyway, me and John, if he tried to say a joke that bombed, then I would go like this.
By the way, you had the same. You fell victim to that too.
I did.
Oh God, he just can't leave it alone.
Yeah.
No, he can't. Yeah. Who's this? Sean H.
Sean
gifted
H.
5. Thank you, Sean. All right, we got a couple more minutes and then we'll let these guys go. It's been 3 hours tonight. I apologize,
Goodness.
but it's been a blast, man, and I can't thank you guys enough for coming on.
So
Carl blew out his goddamn voice doing this show.
My band played a show last night. We don't normally sing, but we did last night. So
What'd you do, Weezer?
apologize. Yeah, we did all the Weezer tracks.
David Spade did the funniest fucking thing.
Well, but what was the fucking Cincinnati
Jesus.
Reds?
Look at Art.
Let
Oh
Artie
my
tell a
God.
good story.
Artie's like, would you shut the fuck up and stop hitting me?
By the way, you had the same. You fell victim to that too.
I did. David Spade did the funniest fucking thing.
Well, but what was the fucking Cincinnati Reds?
Oh God, that face.
Howard had no idea.
I'll get to that.
All right.
No, that is funny.
It's just like I'm better at this than you.
Mm.
Relax.
Knock it off.
Yeah.
Better at what? Everything.
Your mic, your mic's down again.
Sorry, I did that.
Close with that. All right.
Artie's trying.
So David Spade noticed that when I was real nervous around like guys like Sandler and him, I went to Sandler's bachelor party and it was just people. So I had a nervous thing when I told the joke and it kind of bombed. I would take a sip from a straw like this. Spade noticed that. He goes, "You got to stop doing that. It's weird." So cut to the Stern Show, a packed Hard Rock in Vegas. I tell a joke that bombs. Spade, I look at Spade like this.
That's great.
Just brutal.
Wow.
Now, notice here.
Yes.
Artie's being self-deprecating. He's very good at this.
Yeah.
This is why we all love Artie. And John gets on board immediately with this. He's like, "Yeah, you suck at jokes. That's why we're all goofing on you." And then as soon as he says something about John, he's like, "Fuck you. Fuck everyone." He's so bad at self-deprecating humor.
But you know what this is here? This is basically when the show is great. This show today, and it's like we killed. No, it's not we. We're not French, motherfucker. Anthony and fucking Artie killed.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and also pay attention to we've spent maybe 7 minutes on John's stories, and now we're on to David Spade. So that's all the reminiscing of John we have.
Yeah.
Fucking.
That's fucking.
Once in a while, I made a sports reference that a truck driver might get, And he actually told me to do it because he didn't know anything about sports. We had a chick who used to date Fred Durst. Remember he had the red hat all the time?
Yeah.
Baseball hat. So Howard says, "Have you seen him lately?" She goes, "A month ago, I'm in a club and I see that red hat come out." I go, "Barry Larkin from the Reds." Google him. And so nobody, it sounded like this. Barry Larkin, it goes, and John's the only one laughing. And afterwards, I said, "You get that?" He goes, "Yeah, I got it." I said, "Johnny Bench wouldn't have worked. It might be too hacky."
Yeah.
Barry Larkin was the fucking leading hitter in the league.
Didn't I give you one of these?
Oh, the face.
All right, we get it.
Solidified
He keeps touching. I hate when people touch.
It's the most.
Artie is so annoyed by it.
I mean, we're annoyed by it. He's not even touching us.
I love John.
I love you too, Artie, and I'm glad we made up, man.
Did we? You were talking to my assistant that entire time on Twitter.
Oh yeah, is Dan the one tweeting for you?
He's my life partner. I tweet with you. I tweet, of course.
But you change your number again.
At Artie's Black Liver, I don't tweet with him.
There's a guy who has a handle Artie's dead baby son.
Yeah. Well, the chick got an abortion when I was,
I didn't even know what the fuck that meant.
Oh my God.
Fuck. Well, a chick had an abortion without telling me in 1995. She met me at Zuma Beach, and I said,
what part of a fucking empty beer do you not get?"
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Could you hold your story for a minute?
Interrupting Artie and going on his thing for a beer.
Wow.
They just will fuck.
Well, a chick had an abortion without telling me in 1995. She met me at Zuma Beach, and I said,
what part of a fucking empty beer do you not get?"
I'll start again. What a desperate, like the DTs are.
The DTs, they're detox.
Yeah, when Artie's making fun of somebody for being addicted to something.
Yeah. Artie's making a detoxing joke about
because John never fucking pays attention to anybody else but John. That's all he wants to do is talk at the next line in. And Artie, you leave Artie alone. Let him fucking go.
Yeah.
Well, Anthony, you've been in an actual spotlight. It's tough to see what's out there when the spotlight's on you, pal.
Well, that is true. Oh boy,
that's what Johnny Boy's suffering from. Spotlight vision.
Obviously, the spotlight hit the third row of the Tonight Show.
Oh, Mike's here. Yes, Mike is here. He has been here. Let's continue.
Oh shit!
Here we go.
Oh, you should be setting it. No,
there we go.
I'm kidding.
There we go.
And he doesn't pay the bill. He doesn't pay the bill.
Oh shit!
That's bullshit.
Well, I don't pay there.
No, my friend pays it.
What friend? Yeah, me.
My brother pays it.
Why did I come in late today?
Why did you come in
Where's
late?
Brian Callen?
Oh, they're all here.
Because you were guys, I'm going to give you a shot.
Now, Artie, what was happening? You were starting a story.
I don't know which one it was.
I think
I thought I'd get a fucking word in.
Start a story, right? I'll do John.
I was trying to get a word in
for a second. Go ahead.
No. Like you haven't.
Oh my God!
It's my
show. I thought it was Anthony's show.
This is exactly what it's like. We were doing the O&A comedy festival.
Where's my beer? what part of a beer I know? Combination of Puerto Rican tuberculosis and the flu.
Look who's talking Vaseline hands. You're just trying to fucking do it on your
You make Jimmy goes to a man's afflictions right away.
Of course.
I like that Vaseline hands is an affliction. He goes right away. He goes to a man's affliction.
Anthony, what time was this taped when you did
This was going out live between 4 and 6 p.m.
So I started drinking.
This was after 6 p.m.
This was after 6. Okay.
I'm sure he showed up.
This is before 5.
Yeah. Okay. Then it was because I don't know how late Artie was, but this started at 4.
Yeah.
So he's 3 beers in.
John left around 5 o'clock to go watch the Monday Night Football game, he said, because Joe DeVito shows up, and John goes, I gotta go because Monday Night Football, which is in 3 hours. I'm like, what do you mean you have to go? You're in Manhattan. You can watch it anywhere.
What do you think he was playing?
Yeah. Right. Coach wants us there early.
You don't need a parking lot for tailgating.
And
like I'm gonna leave on a high note.
And he showed up buzzing pretty good too.
Yeah,
to do the show. So Mr. Jetlag was downing beers at what would be 12 o'clock for him. Yeah. That is correct, Roy. Roy's our statistician here.
You're gonna die of diabetes.
Yeah.
Like BB King.
It's fucking John goes right for the fucking jugular.
I'm gonna be the BB King of comedy.
Back right to him again.
There are 2 things I asked. So Artie
Save this for off air.
By the way, John's shirt is getting tighter somehow. He's getting fatter.
These cores aren't too light.
He really does look like he's swelling up by the minute. It's so weird. He's getting all this alcohol.
Somehow Artie Lee looks like a fit guy next to him.
I have a salt lick under the desk. I'm retaining water.
You call me and apologize because you know you were a little over the fucking top.
But you were too, though.
Oh, wait.
No. Wait a second, Mr. Artie ass kisser.
Uh-oh.
This fucking
What's he
guy.
gonna get from kissing my ass? Long Island.
I'll probably get high.
I live in a hovel.
I'm gonna be cleaning my bathroom with a Denmark kid later.
You live in a townhouse. I live in a hovel.
John, as he pukes a lot, it's chunky.
Oh, Artie,
John cleared out a party when he shit in my place. We were playing poker. We were playing poker. He leaves. I'm like, where the fuck is he going? Literally.
This is prohibiting. He doesn't want me to fucking.
We'll get back to you, Albert Brooks. Calm down.
Foster Brooks.
Foster Brooks, right?
You be Brooks. He's in there for 20 minutes. Something happens to like Chernobyl, and literally we had to leave the apartment. We got to leave the apartment. That's a great bathroom.
Look how happy he is. Happy he is. And fucking...
Yeah. Again, what the worst insult you could give. Like he's a classless piece of shit that will fuck up a party with his stench, and but don't say anything bad about one of his gigs. Then he'll get mad at you.
God forbid. God forbid. All right, listen. 3 hours plus, man. I can't thank you guys enough for coming on.
Funny, man.
Oh,
I guess we'll see what happens Tuesday. The difference between me and Artie's nose is Aaron can find Artie's nose.
How is that so mean? Wow.
Women say the darndest things.
Yeah, listen, Alan, I can't. It's going to take another 2 hours. We can't do 5 hours on this. Hopefully,
hey, Julie, what time did you stop that at?
37:11. Hopefully, these 2 gentlemen will come back and we'll finish. We won't watch it without them. How about that?
Right.
We'll
Absolutely.
make that
Love it.
All right.
Let's hit the super chats, though. I know you have some super chats.
Yes, thank you, Carl. Go ahead.
Let's do that.
Juan C. Khan, $5. Thank you. I'm glad we didn't miss that. For being on a heroic dose of heroin, Artie is still really funny. Ant must have been awesome dealing with Artie at that time.
It was
a lot.
at least interesting, and it was very funny. The guy's, I don't care how many drugs he's on or not on, the guy was always fucking hilariously funny.
Bob killed at Stuttering John's career day. He closed by eating applesauce out of the vice principal's behind. Don't tell KV I sent this. You got it, Dave.
Don't tell KV. I love that tag.
Jordan, $2. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Jordan. The one time Ant thought maybe Opie wasn't so bad. I think he called Opie just to check on him.
Yeah. What are you up to, man?
Mario Movie Star Fingernails, thank you for this. I've seen this episode many a time. Hi, Ant.
Hi,
you,
Mario.
Big Daddy Dodo, we need to do this with all you guys at least once a month. It's a shit ton of fun. Listen, I'm down, you know. Heil Cumia.
Heil,
compound. $5. Oh, screenshot that. Carl, your Senate run's not going to happen now, dude. Carl,
but you guys can buy a T-shirt though, right? You can buy
That's how we get you in the White House or whatever. Carl, there are actually 100 senators, not 50. By the way, even John knows that.
I said that. I was testing you guys.
Thank you. He learned it from watching John. All right. Creep paralysis. I like it. Convinced.
That's good.
Up in this, he didn't have to drink all the beers.
Yeah, he did.
Great point. He
Drank
did.
them all.
John's got the body of Mr. Potato Head. That is great. Anthony's my hero. Bob Levy's my role model. $2. Wow. JJ Cooper.
It's tough.
Skilatosi. Someone should teach Stuttering John the science of being funny. Teach him, Mike. You got the comedy thing. Esteban. Oh, I love that. John is such a dolt. He doesn't realize his appearance on WATP will be box office gold and trigger a new lease of life in his career. He's just an embittered fool, never thinking big. Wake up, John.
Wake up.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest stars of my show.
He never sees the long picture.
Yeah. Glad we are revisiting what I remember started this whole John saga. Such an interesting look at this baboon. Thanks, guys. The Slobbit featuring Foster Crooks. $2. Brandon Network. We all there, buddy?
Yeah, we're caught up. Thanks.
Fucking
we
awesome.
did it.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, guys. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit the notification. If you want to join and you haven't been gifted, feel free. Carl, people can check out who are these podcasts, who are these socials, the creep off. Where can people go to get all your content, buddy?
Yeah, whoarethese.com is where you can find all of our stuff. But wherever you go listen to podcasts, check out Who Are These Podcasts. Subscribe to that. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
And of course, Compound Media, Anthony Cumia. I was on last week with a hammered Gino Bisconti.
Oh my God, yeah, brutal. Love
so, what was it? A Tuesday?
Yeah. Actually, I think it was a Monday.
Yeah, it was.
Did you tip for the beer?
Yeah, it was amazing. But we sat there, we tore Gino a new asshole, and he took it. He took it like the champ, the opposite of John.
Fun.
Yeah,
no shit.
So check out Compound, all the great shows on there, and Anthony's on there, and I can't thank you enough, guys, for coming on with us tonight.
Please, love it.
Thank you
all the time. You guys are great. Levy, Mike, Shuley, and of course,
love you, brother.
And watch me on Misery Loves Company this Tuesday with Bob Levy and Stuttering John.
Wow.
See if that happens. Be good.
And John has invited me personally to come on. So, Kevin, I look forward to my link.
It's either going to be that or a full Beatles reunion, one or the other.
We just got to shoot two of them.
Yeah. Let's talk off air when John doesn't show up. Which two of us are going to fight? Okay, so let's figure that out before Tuesday.
Yes.
Prayers for April, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Over 1,400 tonight watching us.
Wow, awesome.
Can't thank you enough. All the gifted, all the donations, and thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow morning for BS. Have a good night, everybody.
That's all for the Uncle Rico Show. That's all for the Uncle Rico Show. Grab one more beer and shout out, Skull!
Go!
Bye!
This is Stuttering John saying,